Hey y'all, welcome to the channel, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thanks for being here. I feel y'all in here. Thank y'all for being here early. So we're going to be talking about how to get him obsessed. So many people ask me this question and I'd be rolling my eyes. I'm like, you got to be obsessed with yourself to make a man obsessed with you. Okay? Have you ever seen a woman who's not really into herself or obsessed with herself? You ever seen a man obsessed with her? No. Why? Because men obsess after women who are already obsessed with themselves. Why? Because she is of importance to herself. Therefore, she places herself as a priority. She has high standards, and everyone around her treats her accordingly, how she treats herself. And how everyone else treats you is how you're going to be perceived. So if they treat you like the best thing ever, like a diva or whatever, that's how he's going to want to treat you. He's going to become obsessed. And if he, feels like there's a risk of losing you, he's going to do more because you're obsessed with yourself. Other people are treating you accordingly. You know your value, you know your worth. You're not insecure. You could take him or leave him. You got several options. Your priorities are in the correct order. That's why men become obsessed with women. Not because you're needy emotionally, not because you're insecure and need constant validation and reassurance, not because you need some emotional support animal. That's not why men become obsessed. Men become obsessed with women that don't even want them or need them. Okay? It comes from a high level of having high self-esteem as a woman if you want to get any man obsessed with you. All throughout history, men have only become obsessed with women who are self-obsessed already. There's your key. Write it down. Note to self. Become obsessed with self. You said simps, not men. You're obsessed with me because you hear every day on time, the entire life. So I know that's true. Even the Dusty's obsessed over women they cannot have, which is most women. Okay. He got his notification on for sure. All right. So you see what I'm saying? Look at the Dusties. They're very faithful. They're here on time. They got the notification bell clicked. If y'all don't have the notification bell clicked for when I go live, do like these obsessed Dusties do, and please click it. Thank you. Okay? Because some of these Dusties are bigger fans than y'all. Bigger followers than y'all. They be taking more notes than y'all. Y'all better click that notification bell. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So, if you're not as obsessed with yourself as these Dusties are with me, then you're doing it wrong. Okay? So, just as this Dusty dude is obsessed, imagine if a man had money, we're also obsessed. You see, it's not about anything. It's about your obsession with you, who you know you are, how you treat yourself, the standards that you have, your audacity, your business, whatever you got going on. That's what makes men obsessed because you're already complete. You don't even want them, which makes them want you more. Okay? When you're a pick-me-sha and you're needy, people will just settle for you. They don't really want you. Uh-oh. Corolla, sprinkle, sprinkle. You saved me. Dusty's got their days counted. Okay, ma'am. I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, yes, ma'am. Obsess with yourself, and soon men will follow in the obsession. Okay. You ever heard of that saying? Oh, she just doesn't have it. There's nothing special about her. She just doesn't have it. She's just not the one. When you are the one for yourself, when you have the obsession about who you are and you're not focused on being some pick-me-sha for some man, that's when all the focus comes to you. That's when the obsession starts with you. You may go out on a date with a man and he may be used to pick-me-sha now. But here you come, you know, very different, obsessed with yourself, loves yourself, has plenty of options, can take or leave that person right then and there. Don't need you. Looking like they got to like you 10 times more for you to even feel some type of emotion for them. So they automatically get into pleasing mode. They automatically get into cater mode when they know you don't even want them, because they have to prove themselves to you now. Now they have to make you want them. Now, in their quest to make you want them and like them, they become obsessed. How you treat yourself is how they're learning how to impress you. So they follow suit. All right. And gathering all that information, putting in all that effort, putting in all that work becomes a literal job. Thank you, LS, sprinkle, sprinkle. And then it becomes an obsession to get you. That's why you can never get got. That's why you got to keep them chasing, because once they get you, the obsession is gone. You know, game over. It's boring now. You can never let them get you. Keep trying, do better. That's nice, but I like it this way, you know? Men are always chasing after the woman that don't want them, the woman they're obsessed with, the woman that can take or leave them, the woman that hurt them, the woman that disposed of them and said, you know what? You are okay, you are nice, but you know, I don't know. They're always obsessed with that one. They're not obsessed with Pygmisha. Let me tell y'all why. Let me tell y'all why men aren't obsessed with women that pay 50-50. I'm going to tell you why men aren't obsessed with women who barber the build them. I'm going to tell you why men aren't obsessed with women who cook and clean and wash their dirty drawers. Let me tell you why. Because they're not a challenge. They don't even want them. They're settling for that. Them women don't value themselves on a higher level. So the man won't. Let me repeat that. These barber the builder, 50-50 chicks, Pygmishas, don't value themselves on the highest level, so neither does their man. They're settling for them. They're using them for whatever they're going to give them, and they're not really that much into them. Okay? Those women are working in order to keep that man. That man is not working in order to keep them women. Therefore, he understands that those women don't know their value. They don't have much value because they're sitting there giving over half the money to be in the presence of a man. But the woman that doesn't do that, the woman that loves herself too much, the woman that is obsessed with herself, demands high standards, and for a man to do A, B, C, and D, that's what he wants, because that's the best. Okay? That's the best. Why does he want someone that's going to pay to be in his presence when he's the man? Why is he going to pay for someone who don't even like themselves? I mean, why is he going to be obsessed with someone who don't even like themselves? LS, thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle. So think about that. The more you love yourself, the more you're obsessed with yourself, the more men will be too, period. So get into it. You're not going to find it any other way. Mm-hmm. You said how to make him obsess and chase you after you've been intimate. Pretend like it wasn't a good job. It probably wasn't. I'm pretty sure it wasn't great anyway. So it's like, oh, I thought it would be better than that. Girl, you're going to have to keep trying to prove himself over and over, and it's going to cost him to prove himself. How was it? It was okay. Just okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure you could do better. Can you turn this around? You was a pygmy and you was needy. If I do what you say, will he become obsessed? Even if we have been together for years, sprinkle, sprinkle. Ma'am, if you level up out of his league by loving yourself and becoming obsessed with yourself, yes. Think about this. Forget what he's doing. Who cares? Think about yourself, how you're going to improve how you look, how you walk, talk, dress, how you love yourself, how you treat yourself. Don't focus on him. Focusing on him is what keeps your value low. Okay? Take all your energy and put it on you. When he's no longer getting that pygmisha energy from you, and it's no longer emitting out of you, if you no longer care about his approval, but he cares about yours, that's when the power has shifted. Okay? If you're doing this for him, you're already doing it wrong. You got to do it for you. Men know the difference when you're doing something for them and when you're doing something for yourself. She's doing that for me anyway. Nope. Say you're doing it for you. Make sure you go out looking good every day. Make sure you don't leave the house looking busted ever. Make sure you're always looking your best every time you step anywhere out of the house, with or without him. And don't tell him everything you're doing. Keep a little bit of mystery to him. Don't live for his affection. Okay? Because they know it. She doesn't love herself. She lives for my approval and my exception. She follows me around. She's a pygmy. No. What is she doing? Why is she looking so good? She doesn't even care if I acknowledge her today. She didn't even say good morning. Why isn't she emotionally connecting to me anymore? Why is she all pygmy and desperate for me? Why is she trying to cook for me no more? You see? Now he's thinking about you obsessively. Wonder what she's doing. Who's she leveling up for? Why is she getting all extra? Why do you have on makeup every time you leave the house? Why not? Because I love myself. That's why. Why are you getting dressed up for me? Well, I don't like women that wear makeup. Well, then don't date them. Well, I like you natural. Well, I like me this way. We don't care what they like because we are what, ladies? Obsessed. It's not about what they like. It's about us. They like whatever you gonna do. Believe. They like whatever gonna turn next everywhere you go. They're just not gonna tell you that. Well, what are you doing tonight? Are you gonna be home for dinner? Where are you taking me? I thought you were gonna cook. No, I'm not cooking tonight. Oh, well, what do you want to eat? Now they want to cook for you. Now they want to take you out just to keep you home, just to have you in their presence. Self-obsession creates the obsession from men. If you are a pygmisha, they will always think you're doing everything for them. Write that down. You have initiated a conversation with a billionaire, and now you didn't text him for weeks. Should I initiate our meeting or wait till he texts me? Girl, he's a billionaire. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You initiated a conversation with a billionaire. Therefore, he did not initiate one with you. Therefore, it was unwanted in the first place. That's why I tell y'all, ladies, always let them come to you. We attract, we do not chase. So you are in the wrong anyway for initiating and talking to that man. If he didn't come up to you, that billionaire didn't want you. He was being polite and having conversation with you. He did what he did, but did he initially approach you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you're approaching me, I'm not wasting my time. Unless you're attracted to me and everything is doing what it got to do, I'm not gonna do no extra. I'm obsessed with myself so much. If you come up to me, Okay, great. You've earned my attention for that moment. Not trying to earn yours. I don't care if you are a billionaire. Okay? If he texts you, say hi, whatever you're doing, like become obsessed with yourself. If you initiated that man first, he probably wasn't very much into you because he didn't initiate conversation with you. But if he calls you and if he texts you, great. Follow through on the conversation. But I wouldn't be waiting around for it. Okay. You said how to get your provider to stop being mad at you? By being happy with yourself, man. Acting like his anger, his being mad at you does not even exist. Okay? Why him being mad at you affects your day? If you're self-obsessed and you need a man to be obsessed with you, you can't even care about if he's mad or not. You need to reinstate the fact that you're happy with everything that you're doing, because his happiness is not of importance. If you want him obsessed with you, read the title, How to Get Him Obsessed. If you want him obsessed with you, we don't care why he's mad, man. I'm giving y'all the keys and the clues. Man, we don't care why he's mad. That's his problem, not ours. If you want a man to obsess over you, obsess over yourself. Thank you, girl. Thank you for being a member. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Diana, okay. You get him to stop being mad at you by being the happiest you can be, with or without his happiness. For example, oh, you look a little down today. Okay, maybe you should get you a green juice. Okay. Well, anyway, I've got to go. They're having a sale at such and such store, and I really want to see what they got. Oh, you know what? I'll see you later. Bye. You look a little bit dehydrated. Maybe you need to drink more water. I got to go, though. Good luck with that. Who cares why they're mad? It's literally their problem. When they say you don't care that they're mad, either they got to get over it because it's not affecting you. It's not affecting you. Them being mad is only keeping them away from you. Okay? And while you're walking around happy, they feel stupid for walking around mad. It's called being unbothered and obsessed with yourself. That's how men become obsessed with you, because now their focus isn't making you angry anymore because it's not working. Now their focus is, why isn't she mad? What's she doing? Where's she at? Why isn't this working? Her, she. Okay, now the obsession begins. What's a TV show or movie character that we need to act like trying to get into character? I don't know. I really don't think too much about TV shows. There's so many. I'll come back to that because I can't think of the top of my head. I don't watch too much TV shows. Yeah. But if y'all have some examples, put them in the comments. Someone says just be your own character. Whitley from A Different World. Exactly. That's a good one. If y'all watch the old school show, Different World, Whitley. Blair Waldorf from Gossip Girl. Everybody was obsessed with her, even Dan at one point. He had all them boys obsessed with her temporarily. She had a prince, Chuck, Nate, Dan. Yeah. Samantha from Sex and the City. Okay. Yeah, well, okay, you all get the gist. But being self-absorbed, self-obsessed teaches other people your priority, your standards, and to also follow suit being obsessed with you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So ladies, when y'all keep asking me how to get him obsessed with you, obsess with yourself all the time. All the time. Take no breaks, baby. If you take a break, they're going to see that. You can't take a break. It literally has to become your lifestyle. And when that becomes your lifestyle, you're also going to thrive because every decision you make is going to be beneficial to you. Okay? Remember, they're watching you. They're watching you. They're watching to see how obsessed you are with yourself so that they follow suit. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said Regine from Living Single, another good example, yes. So, there's no tricks that you need to do. There's nothing you need to do but obsess with yourself. Literally it. Don't care about what they're talking about unless it's beneficial to you. Don't care about their feelings unless they're beneficial to you. Why? Well, isn't that selfish? Yes. Well, isn't that wrong? No. Because if they weren't in your presence, you would still be obsessed with yourself. They choose to be there. They choose to obsess. You see the difference? Well, what about their feelings? They don't care about their feelings. They care about yours. Now you're understanding? Well, what about love? Do you love yourself? Do they see how much you love yourself? Do they see that you deserve to be loved? Are they trying their best to love you? Yeah? Okay, well, then it's working. How to bounce back if you accidentally spilled your feelings to him? I feel like a pick me should. Blame it on the alcohol if you were drinking. Tell him it was a test to see if he was emotionally attached to you. And you're glad that he's not. I don't know, man. Sometimes you just got to start over or suddenly shift into a self-obsessed person and stay that way. He said, be like She-Ra. Hillary Banks from Fresh Prince. Exactly. So, if you are not aligned with being that type of woman, don't ask how to get him obsessed. Okay? Your question instead should be how to get him to be emotionally available. Your question is how to get him to have the same feelings for me that I have for him. And y'all are going to have to go to another channel for that. You said Tony Childs from Girlfriends. Yes. Okay. Mariah Carey. Why you so obsessed with me? Exactly. Mariah Carey is a great example. And even she made a song about it. Yes. Okay. Finally find a girl you couldn't impress. Because you don't care. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to fix my lash. But yeah, so what are why okay, yeah. So test this out, ladies. Just test the theory out. Find someone you don't know while you're in their presence. Act self-obsessed. When you talk to them, act self-obsessed. Require Only the best. Have specific standards. Don't bend. Don't look desperate. Your appearance has to be good, as you have several options. Okay? Slightly look at them as if they're not good enough and that they must prove themselves. Occur. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? Okay, I already read that. Remember, ladies, looks don't matter. You think that's an issue. Yeah, looks don't matter. As long as, if a man is obsessed with you, he will do anything for you. If a man is obsessed with you, you don't really have to ask for anything. He's going to give it to you. Because think about this. A man who's obsessed with you knows another man will become obsessed with you too. And will do anything for you too. That makes you even more valuable. Because if he fell for it, the next man will too. And he may have more money. And he may look better. This man is in your hands and obsessed with you. What he knows is that you have the ability to make men obsess over you. Which means if he doesn't have you, if he doesn't win you, then you're going to do the same thing to another man that may be better than him, have more money than him, look better than him. He knows you have the power for men to become obsessed over you. That's a very powerful thing. So he will literally do anything to please you. Okay? Some of y'all may be dating men that have a lot of money. Some of y'all may be dating very generous men. Some of y'all may be dating men who can just, pay your bills, whatever. But how many of y'all are dating men who are obsessed with you and will do anything for you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let's ask that question. You entertained a rich, ugly dude. Now you boosted his ego. How do I make him humble again? By being obsessed with yourself and requiring higher standards, wanting more. Okay? If you look good and he's ugly, he obviously knows you're going to want more out of him. So level up your list of standards or things that you want from him. Never be satisfied. That's another thing about being self-obsessed. Whatever they do, it's never good enough. That's why they keep trying harder and trying to please you more and more and more. I always say on the 5th time, give them a little, pat on the back. Oh, you did good. This is great. You listened. Wow, I'm very impressed. 4 times after that, don't be impressed. The 5th time, you're impressed. They're keeping their hope alive. Okay? But never always be satisfied. Be satisfied like 5 to 10% of the time. That's enough to keep their hope alive. All right? That's what it's worth. Okay. To keep them trying harder, okay? What if a man says that you're never satisfied or happy? He's paying attention and he's trying to figure it out. So this is what you say. You know what? I'm so happy that you are focused on my happiness and that I'm satisfied. I'm so happy that you're focused on that because that's exactly the type of man that I want and need. I'm sorry that I'm never satisfied all the way. It's just that I'm used to this and I'm used to that. And I'm like very particular and it's not your fault. I mean, you try really hard. Then they'll say, well, I'll do better or I'll try harder. But the point is that you're trying. And that's what I love about you, that you try. So they're going to keep trying because that's what they think you like. Even though they'll never reach it, they think the trying is the triumph. Then they become more obsessed. You see? Because instead of you, they're not going to expect you to be satisfied anymore. Then they're going to accept you as not being satisfied. And they're going to keep trying because in their trying is your attraction to them. So they won't even care if you're mad at them anymore. They will still be obsessed with you. What do you do if he feels comfortable and he thinks he's doing you a favor? You need more than one man. If you're self-obsessed with you, you're not obsessed with one man. Several are obsessed with you. If you have the power to make a man obsessed, believe you me, other men are also obsessed about you. If he's not obsessed with you, that is the problem. That's why they act like that. And it's very easy. If you find a man that already likes you times 10, he'll be obsessed with you within a week. If you find a man that likes you the same amount as you like them, it's going to take a lot longer and it may not even happen. That's why you need the correct target. Okay? What if you like a guy who has a girlfriend? Should you try and pursue? That's not his wife. And he's probably pursuing other people too. I watched this musical. It was a movie first. It's called The Waitress. Girl, everybody in there was cheating and having sneaky links and whatnot. But what I'm saying is, people are going to do what they want to do, regardless. If you're self-obsessed with yourself, you're going to do the same. Okay. You said, why do men stop being obsessed after sex? Because you didn't tell them it was terrible. You was over there screaming and hollering, and he thinks he did something. Especially when you're faking it. You over there faking it. You're boosting his ego. Girl, well, maybe next time it'll be better. Now he has hope for next time. Now he has to prove himself to get it again next time. Now he thinks you don't think he's that good in bed. Now he's insecure. Now he's obsessed with, dang, well, what do I got to do? Maybe I should do this, do that. Then if you tell him the stuff that turns you on, he got to do it. Now what's he doing all day? Thinking about how to please you. And what does that lead to? Obsession. All right. He agreed to pay rent, even bought you a car, but said choose rent. I can't afford in case something happened between us. Is he even worth it? Man, he don't sound like he got money. He just sound like he got to check his bank account every time he pay a bill. So give him the lowest one and go find you one with more money. Have two. I don't know why y'all just be having one that can't afford to do nothing. If you look good, why can't you get two? He ain't got to know. Just tell him you visiting somebody, visiting your family. You're not married to him. He can barely afford to pay two bills. You don't have any obligation to that man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Obsessed with yourself, you're not going to be worried about what some dusty can pay or not. When you're obsessed with yourself, you're only going to entertain certain types of people that are able to improve your life. But if you are with that person, just put him in your phone under whatever bill he's paying. Okay, that's his name. He's not total provider. He's not future husband. He's not none of that. He's barely surviving and can pay one of your bills. So just put him under the name of the bill that he's paying until he proves himself otherwise. You said sometimes they fail in bed, then disappear. Well, they disappeared on their own. If they think they did a good job, they're gonna try to get you again. If they think they did a good job, they disappear, then they'll disappear and probably understand that they weren't doing their job anyway. So honestly, if you want a man to obsess with you, before y'all do the do, tell them that you're very hard to please in that way. And you hope he does his best. Okay. Oh, Chantel, thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let's see. You said never give a man confidence. What do you think about handsome, masculine men? They're nice to look at. What? Yeah. So if a man is obsessed with himself, how can he become obsessed with you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do y'all think Pygmisha are so obsessed with these Dusties? Okay. If they are obsessed with themselves, how can they be obsessed with you? Answer that question and you'll have your answer. Say, get more than one. Exactly. Now, if you're a woman and you don't know the game and you're dating a handsome man who's obsessed with himself, the only thing that you can benefit from that relationship, if he's not paying you for anything, is to learn from him how to be obsessed with self. That's the only thing you're going to get out of that relationship, is to learn from him and then go back and do the same thing and have someone become obsessed with you. That's the only thing you can learn from him. He's telling you what to do. Instead of becoming obsessed with him, you study his ways and then get someone else to become obsessed with you. See, if you're going to be with somebody like that, learn from them. Don't become obsessed with them. Learn. It's like, I'm learning. I see what you're trying to do. I'm taking mental notes. Thank you. You know, if you're a woman that does not understand this, go get with a handsome young man. And especially if he got money, you better study him. All right. Now, when two people get together that are self-obsessed, all they're going to do is just make other people obsess over them too. You said Kim and Kanye. Exactly. They are both self-obsessed, which is why no one won in that relationship. No one would give in. They didn't even need each other. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said I look slim? Oh, thank you. Is that good or bad? Mm-hmm. 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 It's like two narcissistic people being in a relationship. Exactly. Either they just represent narcissism or self-obsession as a couple. There cannot be a power struggle there, though. And usually the masculine is gonna want to dominate. And if a woman is self-obsessed, she will never let that happen. Do y'all remember when he was trying to do over the top things, like the over the top proposal, the over the top gifts, this stuff? Like he was trying to impress her, but she was never really impressed. Okay, and whenever she talked, she was like, "Oh, Kanye did this and Kanye did that," like it's normal. Then, like he couldn't figure it out. He couldn't figure out how to get her to submit. Um, and when you go and get like a replacement that looks just like her, that's even more of a sign that they're obsessed with you. Okay. How many times have you ever gotten with a man and you look just like their ex, or their next chick looks just like you? They're obsessed with you, especially if you're the original woman that he goes and finds lookalikes for. So if we have to really think about it, I think Kim won that obsession battle, because if he's making songs and finding women that look like her and doing all this stuff for attention, that's obsession. I think she won the obsession battle. And I'm saying that Kim won because she doesn't care. She's unbothered. She's got money either way. She don't need. She would never submit. She was self-obsessed. She was obsessed with her brand, her work, her whatever. It was all about her, and still is. Like you never saw her crying, except for that one meme where she lost her diamonds. You never saw her like emotionally upset about him. You just like, oh my God, he's embarrassing me. Oh my God, why is he doing that? Oh my gosh, I have a flight. I gotta be on the plane. So she's an example of self-absorbed, self-obsessed. Men are disposable to her. Okay. And they keep saying these women, these Kardashian women have a curse on men. No, they're just self-absorbed, and men become obsessed over them. And what men do when they can't dominate over a woman who's overly obsessed with herself is that they keep trying. They become obsessed with the idea. They can't succeed, so they self-destruct. That is not a curse. That is just you're with a self-absorbed woman who's unbothered. And no matter what you do, she's not going to care. Most men turn to self-destruction when they can't control a woman. Oh, if you don't stay with me, I'll do this to myself. Or if you don't forgive me, I'll do this to myself. We'll go ahead and do it. I don't care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't care. They're not like them pygmies out there saying, well, he said he's going to do this if I don't stay with him. Girl, bye. Sir, bye. So a lot of times when people are self-obsessed and other people become obsessed with them, if they can't control them or have them 100% or satisfy them 100%, like they're used to doing everyone else, like every other woman, you take a powerful man and they can't never please you. You can't never do nothing right. That's a huge ego, buster. Okay. Imagine you're this highly successful, rich man and you cannot even please your woman. It might drive you a little bit cuckoo. You can't ever impress her. She's not impressed. It's just the bare minimum. It's okay. But every other woman before her was your pygmisha. Okay? Every other woman before her was a pick-me-sha. And how are you going to handle a self-absorbed woman that obsesses over herself, that you can never, ever please? Okay. Ladies, what if your provider father lectures you about saving providers' money? What do you mean lectures you? Okay, save the money then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Save it and spend some of it. I don't know. You said you can be cold. Mm-hmm. So if y'all want to learn how to get a man obsessed with you, now y'all have the answers. Don't ask me no more. I'm going to refer you to this video. And step number 1, you cannot be a pick-me-sha. That's number 1. Mm-hmm. So now they're going to, all these ladies that are out here trying to get a man obsessed with them, now they're going to literally turn that energy back towards themselves and become better versions of themselves. And it's going to take better versions of these men to even approach you or to even deal with you. How to keep getting money from provider with no hookup. Become obsessed with yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Give them false hope. Have some standards and a list of things for them to reach before they can get even close to you wanting to even think about hooking up. You say the higher your standards, the more obsessed you are with yourself. If they like you, they're gonna try to get through that list of things you need them to do. If there's something at the end of the tunnel, you know what I mean? Even if it's just another set of false hope. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. You say he keep talking about I try to please you, but I don't see it. That's when you say, but it's because you're trying that makes me love you. Or it's because you're trying that is why I am really attracted to you. Try, not succeeds, but try. Key word is try. Okay? They're not looking for satisfaction if you keep telling them the trying is the satisfaction. But still mentally, men naturally want satisfaction. So in their subconscious mind, they're still going to be doing things for your satisfaction anyway, but won't expect it and will settle for your admiration of them just for trying. So either way, they feel like they're going to win. But if they want to win big, they got to impress you and do more. And with that, they're going to be obsessed with thinking about ways to do it. But in the meantime, you're saying that you like them already just for trying. See? So you're tricking them into doing the most and settling for the admiration of them trying rather than success all the time with whatever they do for you. So let's say they give you a gift. Let's say they give you a gift, you're not impressed. They give you a gift, you're not impressed. They give you a gift, you're not impressed. On the 5th time, be impressed. That's it. Then it starts over. They have hope that they can do it. So they keep trying. That's how they become obsessed. You don't give them the satisfaction every time. They have to continuously work, chase, and think about how to do it. And they have to be okay with you just accepting them trying. You said, what does not being impressed look like? Like Kim Kardashian. All right. You said be difficult. You said Kardashian are witches. No, they're just not impressed. And they are self-obsessed, which makes men obsess over them. And when that man can't impress them, they self-destruct. Again, sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, you can call that witchcraft if you want to. Some people call it psychology. But either way, it's working, right? You feel like Kanye. You want me to tell you how Kanye can stop doing what he got to do? If he stops obsessing over Kim, he'll be all right. Okay. This ain't Kanye, get on my nerve. Yeah, he got to obsess over something new that don't look like her either, because that's still a form of being obsessed. If the man is looking for another woman that looks just like him, that's still, he's not done being obsessed. When he stops being obsessed with her, he'll be able to move on. Okay. Women always win the obsession battle unless she's a pick-me-sha. Thank you, lucky girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's why I said the first rule for having a man to be obsessed with you is that you cannot be a pick-me-sha. Men automatically think if they self-destruct in front of the woman that they love, that the woman is going to step in and stop them. But how can a woman do that if she's too obsessed with herself to care? When a man tests a woman's love and the woman never really cares enough about another person, especially a man, what's that, her third or fourth husband, she's not going to care. She don't care. Thank you, lucky girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. You're not going to get people to care if they never cared. I'm going to tell y'all, self-obsessed people don't care enough. You're not going to get them to care. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. When he becomes obsessed with himself once again, he's no longer going to care either. Okay. Is caring a part of being feminine? About yourself? Yes. Caring about yourself is very feminine. Because if you think about it, you're teaching other people to do the same thing just by doing what you do. You're teaching your daughters, you're teaching your sons that you're a priority. You're teaching a lot of people by how you treat yourself. You care for yourself, you teach them to care for themselves. You said it's masculine to put men first. Look at the manners. Look at how manners have been taught. Ladies first. Open the door for her. You're not a gentleman unless you open the door and allow the woman to go first and pull out her seat. Look at society manners. Society is literally obsessed with women. Okay? Use everything you can to aid in your obsession for yourself and to grow his obsession for you. Women that want men to open the doors for them, pull out the chair for them, do this and that for them, they're also showing them how obsessed society is also with men treating women a certain way. They're also showing men how obsessed society is also with women. You said it's all about self. Yes, it is. If you want them to be obsessed with you. Okay? Some women don't want a man to be obsessed with them. Some women do. I'm not telling women this is how you all should be. But when so many women ask me this question every single live, how to get him obsessed, I'm giving it to you now. Some women don't want a man to be obsessed with them because they want to be done when they're done. They want to see, do they pass the free trial? Do they pass the dating stage? Do they pass being a provider? No? Okay, on to the next one. They don't need that botheration after that. But if someone feels like, okay, I like this one, I want him to be obsessed with me because it aids in my plan, then you drop the obsession bomb, self-obsessed. Then you do all the stuff that I was telling you. But some women, they're going to be different with different men, depending on what they want that man to do, what they want out of that man. You're going to get a different type of woman, depending on the type of man you are, than the next man will. You ever seen a man complain about, oh, why are you being nice to this man? You were never like that in a relationship with that other man, or with me, or whatever, because y'all aren't the same man, and we don't have the same goals with the men. Okay, if you were it, you would still be here. So a lot of times men are getting different versions of the same woman. See, you can be nice and caring and nurturing with this man. You can be, blah and nonchalant with this man. Then you can be self-obsessed to get this man obsessed. What do you need them for? Then that's how you treat them. That's how you treat yourself around them. What if your provider man quit opening the doors? You want him to start back. Didn't tell him. Said, you used to open doors for me. What happened? Oh, Mandy, how do you stop getting jealous of his social plans? Have your own. Have your own that are better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Remember, self-obsessed equals you don't care. How can I keep a man as a plan B for a long time? I'm married, but I met someone. He's obsessed with me. He knows I'm married. Okay, put him in a friend zone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Friend zone. Okay, how do I stop being, okay, I already answered that, Mandy. Have your own social life and become obsessed with yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do that. He won't, I'm sure everything will change around. Yeah, where are your social plans? Why isn't he concerned about those? How do you get your district manager to favor me again when you started? He helped you get more hours because my store man, girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, well, I have to meet you where you're at because I ain't gonna be doing all of this. I would literally just level up so I could just get a man to pay my bills. I'm not getting ready to work and beg for hours. That's just me, okay? But if you're young and your only option is to work right now because you ain't got no sugar daddy, you can't get nobody to pay them bills, whatever, this is your only option, then you just ask him. He already did it before. If someone does something for you in the past and they like you somewhat, they're going to say yes again. They don't like you, they're probably going to say no. So just ask again. She's 52, you're 35, 2,500 on dates. Okay. Never been intimate. He tried. I said only if committed. He said he will not. He will wait. No communication since in 5 days. Okay. How many dates did he take you on? He's 52, you're 35. I need the answers. Okay, let's do the math. He's only 17 years older than you. Okay. How many dates y'all went on? How many dates have y'all been on? I'm waiting. Just put a number down. You counting? How many dates is it? You know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna calculate out each date. How many days was it? 1, 2, 3, 4? Someone says, let's guess 3. All right, well, I'm gonna just say 3 or 4. Which one is it? I'm just gonna say 4, okay? Divided by 4. Okay, let's just say it was 4 dates. So let me read this question. He 52, you're 35, 2,500 on dates, never been intimate. He tried. I said only if committed. He said he will wait. No communication for 5 days. Okay, so he ghosted you after he spent 2,500. Did he pay with credit cards or cash? So if you only went on 4 dates, he spent $625 each date. Okay. So you win, ma'am. You got free food. Wonderful. I don't know if you ate on every date or if he, whatever kind of dates y'all had, you still win. You didn't give it up. He spent money. Okay. You still win. You gave up nothing and got more than you went in with. You said 2 dates and a trip. Okay. What kind of trip, ma'am? Because thank you, Stephanie. She sent me a cash out. Okay, a trip. Where were y'all went for less than 2,500? Was it the data trip? Okay, Stephanie says that he says I'm not appreciative. How do I show him that you are? You said you're right, but I do. Stephanie, tell him you're right. I need to learn how to appreciate you more. And the fact that you're trying makes me appreciate you. The trying is the key. Okay. So even though he's 17 years older than you, I really don't care about a man spending $2,500 on a trip and 2 dates. That's not enough money for me. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Honestly, I think you can do better. If he ghosted you after he couldn't get some, after taking you on a trip and going on 2 dates and an equal total of 2,500, he's broke. That's not a lot of money. Okay, I spend more than that going somewhere locally. Oh, maybe sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the super sticker. Like, I spend more than that going locally to do stuff with my kids. I mean, that's not a lot of money for a man 17 years older than you. And he spent it on y'all, not you. Remember that. You don't have $2,500 in your bank account. You have an experience with a man that got to be seen out in public with you and go on a trip with you that he enjoyed, probably more than you did. Okay? So he didn't spend it on you, he spent it on y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because half of that money was spent on him. So half of that money was spent on him. So let's see how much he really spent on you. Okay. He spent $1,250 on you. And you had no choice on whether you could keep that cash or have to spend time with him. So it's not really worth it. Uh-oh, Annie, sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 26, he's 30, making 200K. and was obsessed with me, but I didn't show him affection and told him he doesn't, thinking it'll work between us because I don't show him affection at all. He wants more. Okay, sprinkle. Okay, you got to trick them. Come on. He's like, I only show affection when, fill in the blank. Whatever you need him to do, fill in the blank right there. I only show affection when men do A, B, C, and D. You got to have standards. You got to teach him how to treat you. You have to say what you say. You have to be self-obsessed. He was already obsessed with you. You just didn't give him enough standards. Okay. So for example, if you want him back and he texts you, you say, I know I didn't show you affection because I only show affection for men that I am emotionally attached to. And in order for me to get emotionally attached to a man, I have to feel 100% financially secure, safe. And I have to trust that he is able to take care of all my needs when I'm with him. I don't like laying up at night worrying about if he's going to be there tomorrow or not. So I can't show you that affection that you're needing because I don't feel safe financially. And if he's obsessed with you, he's going to change that. So you need to have something in order to show him why you're not affectionate and how he can solve the problem. If he can't solve the problem, he's going to leave. What to do if he wants to fly you out? Suggest that he flies to you. Sprinkle. How do I see relationships as safe and feel enough? Make sure they have enough money to make you feel safe. And make sure the money is in your account. Sprinkle. All right. Do you feel safe if somebody just handed you a bunch of money and said, here, put this in your savings, start a business, do whatever you got to do, get you an apartment, get you a house, go upgrade your vehicle? Do you feel safe in that relationship? Safer than you would with somebody who's just trying to take you out and be seen out in public with you and chew food across the table from you and trying to get some sex out of you? Which relationship type would you feel safer in? A provider or someone who's just after one thing? So you got to have high standards. Your high standards will definitely make you feel safer. Okay. Sprinkle. He said not doing flyouts in 225. I mean, why would you? You're self-obsessed. Would a self-obsessed woman fly out to somebody? No. You want him to be obsessed with you. How is he supposed to become obsessed with you if you do all that work? Oh, look what she's doing for me. Look what she's doing for me. No. Now, I always tell this to the women. If you ain't never been flown out before, if you can't afford no plane ticket nowhere, if you live in paycheck to paycheck and that's your only opportunity to step foot on an airplane and you want to flex on Instagram and that's just for you and you have no emotional attachment or expectations, ma'am, if that's the only opportunity that you will ever have, go for it. But women who understand their worth and value and know that they can get that 10 times over, they're not going to go do that. Okay? It's literally work. Mm-hmm. You got the same time. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle. He wants to Instacart the pudding. See, yeah, why would you do that? That's not a self-obsessed person's move. Now, if you want to get flown out and you are self-obsessed, I'm going to tell you how to do it properly. They're going to pay for your time off of anything that you do. They're going to pay for everything in order to get you from A to B. And when you get there, you're going to request the finest transportation, the finest hotel room that is your own. and transportation while you're there. And you're not going to be required to spend the night with them. You're not going to be required to even look at their house or even go to their house. You are there so that they can properly take you out on a date, because they were too busy to fly to you and do that in your own city. But you're not going to cater to them. You're self-obsessed. Self-obsessed women don't do that. Okay? Self-obsessed women are going to make them work no matter what they do. I have the same top. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkles. Oh, you want to see what I wore with it, girl? I wore a lace dress. Making me stand up and stuff. I'm going to show y'all because I just wore a lace dress with it. It's like a mini dress. I have on a pink bra, so that's probably what y'all see peeking through. But yes, I just wore it with a lace dress. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I also had like a slip dress that was black and maroon that I wore it with too. That was really cute. Go all the way down to my ankles. That's a cute outfit to wear with this too. It's more for the fall though. Boyfriend provider provides everything on top of paying you $1,000 for being in his office assistant business owner. You got drunk and told him he's cheap because they don't give me gifts. How did I make that up to you? Don't. Stick by what you said. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why are you trying to people please him? If you think he's cheap, he ain't giving you enough money, you working for him still, you said what you said. Stick to it. Why are you trying to change it? He's going to be even cheaper if you accept his cheapness. So this is what you tell them. You know what? I'm sorry for calling you cheap. Don't apologize that he is cheap. Just say, I'm sorry for calling you cheap. It's my fault for accepting it. Blame yourself for accepting his cheapness. I would rather you just let me know that you're not the type of man that can do A, B, C, and D. That way I won't expect it. You're a cheap gift giver, and I have to accept that. It's fine with me. I'd rather you just up my pay instead of buying me cheap gifts. Just whatever money you were going to spend on the gifts, just put it on my paycheck. What you're telling it is your gifts aren't good enough. Add it to my paycheck because you don't pay me enough anyway. And I said what I said. Now, what's he going to do? Either improve, stop buying you gifts, and just give you a raise, right? He's not doing enough, and stick to that. Don't go back on it. Shira, you have the same. Okay, I read that. Thank you. Parents work against. Okay. Thank you, Stephanie. You said parents work against your dating at 33. How do I win? Girl, you 33, you grown. Why are your parents still telling you what to do? When I was 33, my parents could just comment. They couldn't tell me what to do. Why are you letting 33 people? Why are you at 33 letting people rule your life? I don't understand. Okay. Do you not trust yourself? Do you not want to lead your own life? I'm like, okay, well, thanks for your opinion, but I'm gonna do what I want anyway. Ain't nothing you can say or do to stop me from doing what I want. Thanks for your opinion. I'm doing what I want. I'm doing what I want. That's how you need to think. You're old. You're too old. You're gonna be 40 saying the same thing if you don't do it now. Women are the superior gender. Okay, Miss Emma. Emma says women are the superior gender. Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said I missed Izzy's chat? Okay, hold on, girl. What Izzy said? Okay, what she said, girl? Yeah, let us see it. I might have already answered her, but let me look. How do you see relationship as safe and filling up? I already answered this. Make sure the man has enough money for you to feel financially safe in that relationship. That means he's giving you enough money to put in your savings account to where if you don't like him, you could bounce. Okay? If you don't like him, you could leave with the money he gave you. That's how you feel financially safe. When you have enough money to say, I'm done. That's how you feel safe in a relationship where you can take it or leave it. You're 25, he's 50, supports you fully, pays rent, pay bills, gifted you luxury cars, starting you a business, but we haven't been physical yet. I keep delaying still. Virgin, not religious. When's the right time to do it? When you have a house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You ain't finna marry him. He 50 years old. He can afford to buy you a house. Just tell him to add it to the list. He been waiting this long. He gonna do what it takes. Get you a house in your name. Okay, keep doing it. String them out. Start with the house. Maybe a condo. If he can't do a house, get some property. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get some property, girl. You already got everything else. You might as well complete it. If he's not gonna marry you, he ain't got down on one knee. Then get the house. Get the condo. Okay. Keep stringing him along. He says, start looking for rings and take him with you. Hint, hint. Start looking for houses. He'll naturally get a ring if he's finna buy you a house. If he wants to marry you. Remember, you're obsessed with yourself, not him. So, what would you want from a man if you are self-obsessed? Stuff for yourself, right? House, condo. He's naturally going to get you a ring after he's done everything, but get the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get the condo, whatever. Turn it into an Airbnb. I don't care. Do what you got to do. How to stop going for these young 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds. Ask yourself what a 20 or 30-year-old can do for you and your future generations right now. How can they benefit them? They can't? Well, then why are you talking to them? On to the next. When you get a man obsessed with you, you're not ever going to be obsessed with them. So put that down. If a man is obsessed with me, I am never obsessed with him. It doesn't go together. You cannot be obsessed about each other. One has to be obsessed more than the other. Okay? If he's not obsessed with you, don't even bother. You're never going to be obsessed with him. Okay? Some of y'all already know what it feels like to be obsessed over a man. Let me ask y'all a question. If y'all have ever been obsessed over a man, how did it feel? Let's take it down a notch. How did it feel to be obsessed over a man? Did you think about him all the time? Did you want to text him all day? Did you imagine a future with him? Would you do anything for him? How did you feel? Pain, draining, stop being disgusting. But when you were into it, how did it make you feel? Let's not worry about the negative side of it. What were the positive effects that it made you feel? Give me some positive words, like in the beginning of the obsession. How did you feel? You said you felt like you were in control. Okay. Longing. Give me some positive words. Loved. Walking in the clouds. excited. What do all these things have in common? You lost weight. What do all these things have in common? What do all these positive things have in common? Dopamine. Whoa. Dopamine. By him being obsessed with you, he's high on dopamine. And he feels like he wants to better himself for you. Your presence ignites dopamine in his mind and his brain. It becomes addictive. That's why people become obsessed, because it's addictive. Lost control. Okay, she lost control, insulted your husband provider, asked for divorce, quit the house 1 year, quit the house. You came back, then he quit and cut money. He don't reply. Few months now. Okay. While you were gone, you should have been finding a new man to become obsessed with you. Or you should have been growing a business or something. Okay. If you're going to leave, you got to also be thriving or benefiting elsewhere. The best thing I could tell you, y'all don't really want to be together. Okay. None of y'all are obsessed over each other. He's not doing the most. So I don't know what you want. What do you want? You want him to give you some money? Then he needs to be obsessed with you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you move back in, just become self-obsessed. Get money elsewhere until he starts giving it to you himself. Go out with other guys, move back in, become self-obsessed, disappear, come back with everything you need. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Does hot and cold work? No, only cold. Stay cold, my dear. Stay cold. You're your own blanket. He keeps trying. You only become warm for this long, and then you go back to cold. You don't get hot. You get a little warm. Oh, well, you came close. Oh, well, you tried. Oh, what's the thought that counts? Keep trying, maybe next time. You never get cold and hot. You stay cold and get a little warm. Give them hope. Okay. You said terrible, effective. You said men lose interest right away if you come back voluntarily, only if you don't make him struggle to get you back. Huh? Yeah. They gotta work to get you. They gotta pay as well. They gotta pay to get you back. They gotta spend money to get you back. You said you're warm naturally, well then get cold. Only be warm to people that deserve it. What are some actions to get self-obsessed? Every morning, you should be excited to wake up, to put yourself together because you're obsessed with yourself. Every morning, you should be obsessed to pick out your outfit because you're obsessed with yourself. Every morning, you should be obsessed with whatever you're getting into because you're obsessed with whatever you're into. Every day, you must be obsessed with whatever you're doing, yourself, and whatever you chose to do. You must be obsessed with it. Because if a man wants your attention, what does he have to do to get your attention if you are obsessed with yourself and everything that you are about? What does he have to do? How can a man that had it all, done it all, successful and rich, with many options, be impressed. What could make him obsessed with a woman? Well, she's way more obsessed with herself. Okay. If he's already had it all, been there, done that, had every pygmy should, had every other type of woman, he wants what he can't have. He wants what he can't impress. He wants what is a super challenge. Okay. Men with money and power want to dominate. They want to feel superior. They want to feel like they've conquered something. They want to feel like a king. And either it's going to run them crazy if they can't, or they're going to keep trying. Mm-hmm. You know, even sometimes rich men settle. That's why they have women on the side as well, because they didn't really get the one that they truly, truly wanted. So they'll just settle and have something on the side. Not everybody's going to end up with somebody that they truly wanted. A lot of people settle, even rich people. But sometimes they'll try, depending on whether they succeed or not, how long it took, if they're still trying. Some of them are still trying after they get married. That's why they get wife number 2 or 3. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you directly charge someone from your past a fee? If they want to see you again, you suggest something very expensive. Like, for example, well, I know it's been such a long time since I saw you. You know, it would be great to catch up. I'm going to be at the such and such mall where designer shops are. Maybe you can take me shopping. If they want to see you again, they're going to show up with their wallet. Ain't they? You just told them, if you want to see me, you finna take me shopping. If not, goodbye. You literally just told them. If they don't show up, you're still going to have a good time. You like to shop, right? You like to walk around the mall, right? Whether they not, but if they show up with that wallet, they're paying you to get back in good with you, right? And they're going to want to impress you after they've disappointed you. Depending on how much they impress you, depends on how much you forgive them and how fast you forgive them, right? So just tell them you're ready to go shopping. If they don't agree, they're not trying to get you back anyway. They're just trying to circle back around to see if you missed them. But a self-obsessed person doesn't miss people. Okay. They're like, well, I didn't really miss you, but if you want to take me shopping, I'll consider, dealing with you again. Sugar daddy wants you and child to move to the city you live on an hour away. Don't want to change your child's school. What should I say? Okay, let me ask you a question. Are the schools better where he lives? If not, then say, well, the schools aren't as good over there than they are over here, and I want to keep my child in school over here. But you can visit our city. But if he's paying all your bills, because you say sugar daddy, does that mean he's paying all your bills? Is he going to pay for your move? Is it a better school district? I would say do what's best for the child. If it's not best to move them to a better school district, just stay where you are and say, well, maybe they want to get out of school. Latrice, how to get him obsessed through text messaging? By not text messaging. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Barely texting. That's how you get him obsessed. Let him type 20 words, you type 3 words. That's how. And when you're texting, talk about yourself only. When he tries to impress you, change the subject and say, oh, well, that's cute. By the way, then mention something about yourself or something that you want. You know, you're not easily impressed, but you give them hope. You give them a little bit of hope, and that's it. And then you start to tell them things that they can do to impress you. So, for example, you could text them like, after they text you, you could say, oh, you know, I see you were thinking about me. And they'll be like, yeah, I was thinking about you. Oh, that's so cute. And then they'll be like, yeah, I was thinking about you a lot. It's like, as you should. Were you think? And then he'll be like, were you thinking about me? Yeah, when you text, I started thinking about you. Oh, so you weren't thinking about me before? Well, how could I think about you before you texted me? I'm a busy woman. Recommend marrying politicians is getting too, girl, I don't know, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If that's what you want, if that's how you see your lifestyle, if you want to be a politician's wife, go for it, ma'am. Is that how you see yourself? Oh, thank you, Joe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you see yourself as a politician's wife, go for it. Thanks, as always, Shira. So this dating strategy said women that do not take coffee dates are in masculine energy. I don't do coffee. Ma'am, if you think getting dressed up, looking cute to go sit in a place and drink a $5 bean juice is feminine, something wrong with you. Something wrong with whoever told you that as well. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you should get up and do the most and accept the least from some man. That's stupid energy. Okay. Oh, yes. Let me get my expensive makeup, lipstick, get my hair and nails done to sit across from you and drink $5 bean juice. Ma'am, you'd be better off just walking around and pulling some random millionaire. Okay. You'd be better off walking on the rich side of town and meeting the owner of a shopping center. What are you doing? It's very feminine to attract a masculine man. A masculine man is sure of himself. He's not going to say, I'm going to take you to coffee so I don't have to take you to a dinner. I'm not sure that I can please you. I'm not sure that this is going to work. A masculine man is sure he can impress a woman. Now, if he doesn't like you, he's not going to ask you out on a date, period. Not even a coffee date. Why is he even asking you out if he wants to just take you to sip bean juice? What's the point? You could drink coffee on FaceTime with each other in the morning. Okay. I'm not getting on you. I'm getting on whoever said that. I'm worth more than some $5 bean juice. And so are you. Your friends aren't on the same wavelength as getting men to take care of them. They also don't dress well. Should I still take them with me? Girl, why would you take them? They're just going to drag you down and make you look bad. People associate with you with the people you hang around. Girl, leave them behind, girl. Go out separately with them. You go to the movies with them where nobody can see them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Why are you hanging around people that aren't on the same wavelength? You said everyone can't be saved. They sure can't. So just go to the movies with them. Y'all want to go to the movies? Okay, great. Because I'm not going out in public with y'all looking like that. Looking like who did it and why. All right, good. Girl, take them to coffee. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just like the man trying to take you to coffee because he don't like who you are, and he don't like how you look. He's just going to take you to coffee to see if he can take you to bed. Can't take you to bed, then you're not worth any. You're not even worth dinner. He ain't even want to chew food across the table from you, man. Because think about this: if you are a beautiful, gorgeous woman, and he was literally salivating over you, especially if you met him online, he's gonna want to show you off in a nice fine dining restaurant. He's not gonna take you to some steak and coffee shop. Okay, you don't look good enough for him if he invited you to coffee. He's just trying to see if you like him enough to give him some, basically, without spending a lot of money. Do you like me enough to give me some? Because I don't like you enough to take you out to a nice restaurant to chew food across the table from me. So either you like me more, you like this $5 bean juice, because I'm not taking you out to dinner. You don't look good enough to be seen out in public with me. That's what he's telling you. I'll sit here in the daytime and sip coffee with you like a colleague or a relative, but you don't deserve the fine dining treatment. Okay? And when you accept that, it means you don't care and love yourself. Mm-hmm. What if you get shy at expensive dinner dates? Girl, go out to eat by yourself or with your friends at expensive restaurants. That way you're not shy and it doesn't really impress you. Remember, nothing impresses you except every fifth time. All right. One of my friends are on the same wavelength. Oh, none of your friends are on the way. Okay, didn't I already answer that? They're still in high school, jeans and crop top. They dress like they're in high school. Legging, okay. Well, tell them they need to do better. It's like, why are y'all still dressing like y'all are in high school? Y'all face ain't matching y'all's style. It makes you look older. If you tell them it makes them look older, they're going to switch it up. And why are y'all still dressing like high school students? Y'all look like mothers. It's not working for you. You ever seen a lady that was older but still trying to dress like she was young? It literally ages you. Tell them to do better. Tell them to dress their age, or at least a little bit better. It's like, why are y'all still wearing leggings? Y'all are out of school. Like, don't y'all like fashion? Y'all look like y'all are taking out the trash. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. You know, that's one of my pet peeves. I absolutely do not like seeing grown women, especially even if you're in shape or out of shape. I don't like to see grown women wearing t-shirts and leggings. It's just, especially them long boxy t-shirts. Like, what are you doing? Did you spend a night over somebody's house and threw up on your clothes? Why are you wearing that? Hi, beautiful. Thank you, Annalise. And Annalise. How can you keep pushing back? Your sugar daddy takes you out on dates and pays bills, keeps asking for that. But I don't want to do it. I tell him maybe another time. I want luxury car for him. Okay. Start talking about that car every time he sees you. He's gonna know that's the answer to get what he wants. Go test drive it with him one day. It's like, you know what? I really wanna go test drive this cute car that I saw. The longer you drag it out, the more he's going to do for you. It's like, will you go with me? I don't really know too much about cars. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now he's going to know what it takes, either the down payment or something. And then you can still string him along after he sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. So yes, when I see ladies out in boxy t-shirts and leggings or jeggings, I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Like, you left your house. Okay, what is this? I don't understand it. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Stevie Flynn. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said they just worked out. No, they didn't. You can tell when a person just worked out, or you can tell when a person was lazy and just threw that crap on. Okay. Mm-mm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm talking about, okay, so we have a lot of different types of women, a lot of different body types. If you're big, if you're medium, if you're small, dress to for your body type, or dress to just look better. Don't just give up and throw on a t-shirt with leggings. Don't give up. Okay? That's literally the I gave up outfit. Whenever I see women wearing those, she gave up. Okay? Unless you're at the gym, walking around somebody's park, you shouldn't have that on. Hmm. If you're a college student, you're trying to just get from your dorm to your class, I don't care. But when you're a grown woman and that's what you wake up and choose to look like, do you love yourself? T-shirt and leggings. T-shirt and jeggings. Boxy, ugly t-shirt with some crap on it and some leggings. What is that? That's what somebody gives you when you're sick and you spent the night at their house and threw up all over your clothes. That's that outfit. Okay? That's the outfit you wear when you drank too much and can't drive home and stay over your sister's or cousin's house or somebody. That's that outfit. That's not an outfit to select on purpose and go out of your house with. Unless you're going to the gym and it is appropriate. That's not a real outfit. Okay. How can you be obsessed with yourself if that's what you chose? And how can a man be obsessed with you if that's what you wear? You did a super chat? Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm looking. Okay, thanks as always, Shira. So this dating strategist, okay, woman said that do not take coffee dates, but that do not take coffee dates are in masculine energy. Okay, women that do not take coffee. Well, what does she know? I already answered that question. So because some women said it's masculine to say no to coffee dates. Well, say yes to the coffee date and just don't show up, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's super feminine energy. Like yes, and then don't show up. And when they call you, oh my gosh, someone asked me to lunch and I was so hungry. Can I meet you later? Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, which one is more feminine to you? Which one is more self-obsessed? Which one will get a man more obsessed? Hold on, y'all. I'm going to take this phone. Sorry, y'all. So, yes. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. But, you say yes to the date, just don't show up to the date. Accept it, just don't show up. You still remain in your feminine and still keep your pride and dignity. You said blocking is very feminine, too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if your coworker whose male says, let's grab coffee from cafeteria, girls, please answer. Say, oh, grab me one while you're down there. Make him bring it to you. Don't go there with a weirdo. And tell him to bring you a muffin too. Oh, MP, your provider pays your tuition but won't put it on auto pay. He always gives, but I have to ask every month. Should I be like, ask them if a bank has auto pay. It's like, do you have the type of account that allows auto pay? Really? Because, that only comes with certain types of accounts. Do you have one of those accounts? Oh, you do? Okay. Well, why don't you just go ahead and put my tuition on auto pay? Do you not have enough money in your account each month in order for you to feel confident enough to do that? Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want it to overdraft. I understand. Basically, caught and broke. Okay. Janae says her current provider helped you get on an apartment, but I've been staying here. How do I get him to leave but still pay rent? What? He also has been acting rude. What to do? Is your name on the lease or is his? If his name is not on the lease, say, my mother is coming to visit, or your Aunt Ethel is coming into town to visit, and I told her she could stay here for about a week. You're going to have to leave. Get on a fake phone call with your fake Aunt Ethel. Hey, Aunt Ethel, I'm going to be picking you up. You have a place to stay. I have the room already for you. Aunt Ethel to the rescue, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He'll be out there quick. He'll be out of there quick. He don't want to meet Aunt Ethel, baby. Whoever she may be. He doesn't want to meet her. So invite her over. Aunt Ethel will be staying for a whole week. He's not going to be really busy. He's going to try to drive over there, see if your car there, peek through the window, see Aunt Ethel. Girl, get you a gray wig and walk around at night in a bathrobe. Pass by the window. Okay, good enough. Take some pictures from behind. Have one of your friends come over there, dress up in a robe and a wig, and take some pics. Who cares? Have fun. Be laughing. Get you one of them apps where it ages you. Take a picture with a gray wig on. My Aunt Ethel look just like me, girl. Go ahead and AI Aunt Ethel if you need to. Make it work. Girl, look at Aunt Ethel. She still look good, don't she? Well, not really into women that age, but you're that age. Well, anyway, Aunt Ethel says hi. I told her all about you. She said, I don't need to be shacked up with no man. And that you haven't put a ring on it or anything. Does being funny and silly make them think you're not feminine or classy? Well, if you're funny and silly and you're funny to them and you make them laugh, you literally raise their frequency of dopamine. Uh-oh, Myra, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. If you're not funny, it's cringe. And remember, when you're not a people pleaser and you're self-obsessed, you don't care. When you're self-obsessed, that's when they become obsessed over you. It's literally like that. Okay, so I always tell women, what type of relationship dynamic do you want with a man? You got to start from day one. Do you want a romantic relationship with this man? Do you want a financial relationship with this man? Do you want him to become obsessed with you? Each answer is going to give you a different way to start that relationship. So which one do you want? Now, the one that he's obsessed with you can be combined or to the one where he's going to give you money if he has money. All right. And they can all be combined, but the one that you want to start off with is the obsessive one. All the other stuff can be included if he has money. You said Shira is a whole comedian. Yeah. My comedy is more towards women on my channel. I don't do stand-up. You know, my channel is geared towards women for the most part. So me being funny on my own channel that has a majority of a woman following has nothing to do with a man. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, will I go out with a grown, like, able-bodied man and try to make him laugh? No, because I'm not his entertainment. He's mine. He got to impress me, or at least try. He got to be funny. He got to be talented. I'm already all of that. I don't need to be somebody's, you know. But if you're, you know, if you're in a place where most of your audience are female, what you're doing, what you're entertaining to tell them a message like I do, that's not the same thing. But if you're out on a date with a man, they're supposed to be trying to impress you. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. How should you feel if he moved on so quickly and got a new girl? You should feel like he already had one while he was with you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right? And anyway, if you're not with him, who cares? Why aren't you obsessed with yourself? I don't care if he got a new one. Good for him. I'm going to have a better one. You know, I don't understand. If you want him, keep him. If you don't want nobody else to have him, if you're mad because he moved on quick, keep him. When you done, be done. Who cares? They should be your leftover scraps anyway. Like, oh, I don't care. She don't know the problem she just got. You know, it literally should be that. If he's a good guy, he broke up with you and he found another one, he probably already had her or was already entertaining her or already knew her. All right. Get what? Trying to read some of these questions. Some of them are funny. Okay. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you, Bougie Goddess. I appreciate that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, like the video, y'all. Okay. If y'all like this information, go ahead and like the video. If y'all are new here, go ahead and subscribe because y'all know y'all gonna want some more info. Hit the notification bells like these Dusties do, so they can get notifications every time I go live. Okay, you're 21, attractive and thin, and you go to all the right places with my advice. Men look, but they don't approach. What's the problem? You're not the problem. They're the problem. Why? Who are they approaching? Let me ask you a question. You're doing all of this. You're 21. You look good. You're in a nice part of town. If they're not approaching you, who are they approaching? Are they approaching other women? Let me ask you that. Because when y'all ask me this question, I never ask y'all, are they approaching other women? Do you watch them approach other women in front of you? Okay. So if they're approaching other women, You said they're approaching the men. If they're approaching other women, what do those women look like? Why were they so confident to approach those women? Answer that question. You said how to not let a man's words affect you. If they're not bringing you no money, they don't affect you anyway. How can they affect you if they're not adding no money to you? I don't understand. Someone says that you're too young. I don't know. I don't know how old you look though. A man's word don't affect me. How do I not let it affect me? Because I'm self-obsessed with myself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Their opinion is literally their opinion. It's not my truth. That's how you have to accept it. What a man tells you is his opinion of you, not your truth. If you accept his opinion of you and accept his version of the truth as your version of the truth, you have just converted to his type of thinking. You don't have your own thoughts. You value his thoughts more than your own. Therefore, you don't love yourself because you accepted his truth as your truth. You accepted his value of you as your value of yourself. You don't love yourself enough. You value his opinion more than your own. You ranked him higher than you ranked yourself because you're not self-obsessed. That's how, darling. You have to become self-obsessed, rank your opinion higher than his, your truth higher than his, and whatever his opinion is, he is entitled to. And that's all that matters. We don't care. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. We don't care enough. There you go. There's your answer, ma'am. Stop caring. Yes, CJ Smalls, tell her, please. Providers aren't going to pounce like Dusties do. Dusties have nothing to lose. They're desperate. They're in desperate energy. They bounce on anything, no matter if you look like who did it and why or not. Men with money and class are very selective. And every time they go out, they're not looking to talk to women every time. They just want to have a drink with their coworker and get home. Dusties are living in desperation and survival mode. Men that have money have plenty of women in their phone right then and there. They don't need to go add another one to it if they don't want to. But if you're cute enough, interesting looking enough, or their roster is clear, they may approach. Remember, men with money have more options than Dust. Dust will go after anything. All right. So if you're trying to date men with money, men of means, they're not going to get off the same energy as men that are broke. Okay. You may get approached by 50 Dusties and approached by one man with money. But that one man with money can literally change your life. And the Dusty can literally make it worse. So you're going literally for quality versus quantity. That's why I say if you're only going out once a week, it's not enough. You got to immerse yourself in the environment that you want to become a part of. So go out every day. Go there every day. Work out over there. Get your nails done over there. Go to the store over there. Run your errands over there. Make friends over there. Hang out over there. Immerse yourself in the environment. Okay? Don't just go out once or twice a week and sit there and wait. No. That's giving desperate energy. You got to immerse yourself in the environment that you want to become a part of with the people you want to interact with. Okay. Just keep going. It's a numbers game. Eventually, somebody going to pass through with an empty roster and like what they seeing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You want an obsessed and provider and kind of romantic relationship. What's the best way to start escalating the financial side? He has a lot of money, but I want him to buy me stuff and pay me. Well, you got to get him to mess up. And then in order to get him to buy you stuff and pay you, that's the way to his forgiveness. So even if he doesn't really mess up, just be disappointed in something that he does or doesn't do well. If he really likes you, he'll want to make you happy instantly or make up for whatever you think he did wrong. And he'll buy you something in compensation for it. So for example, if he's 10 minutes late, be mad about it. Don't brush it off. Choose that moment to get something you want. So when he walks in, you're on a date, he's 10 minutes late, use that to get your stuff, to get what you want. Because he's going to be like, I'm sorry, I'm 10 minutes late. Now the whole date's spoiled unless he tells you what you need and solves your immediate problem. You know, you're like 10 minutes late. That is so disrespectful. I don't like when you're late. I don't like it. I'm so mad. I am so mad. Like, people are literally sitting here looking at me like I went. I hate it when you're late. Oh, I'm so sorry. What can I do? Well, if you want to make it up to me, then you can do A, B, C, and D. You could buy me A, B, C, and D. You could do A, B, C, and D. That's how you get stuff out of them. You take something small and make it into a big deal. And then they'll do what you want them to do. Okay? He said, that's how you do it. She wants a gift. That's how she's going to get it. And then think about this. The next time, if he's going to be late, he's going to do one or two things. Bring you a gift because he's late. Call ahead, tell you he's going to be late, but he'll make it up to you. So look what you're doing. You're getting more. Most women will be nice, brush it off. Oh, it's only 10 minutes. Nope, get your stuff, man. And if he's going to be 10 minutes, he better make it 20 and stop by the jewelry store and bring you a nice gift or whatever. What if he refuses? Then he don't like you. He takes you for granted. You got the wrong target. A man is obsessed when he spends. Exactly. You're not self-obsessed enough for him to be obsessed with you. Then that's the only reason why he wouldn't do it. Okay. Can a woman ever approach a man if the man is shy? Go ahead, Tignisha. Go ahead. Don't come back to the channel. If you're going to sit up there and go be the big old Pygmisha that you are and approach a grown, able-bodied man and do all the work and be a Pygmisha and do his job, then why are you over here? Why are you over here if you finna go chase some man? I'm serious. What led you to this channel if you're just gonna go chase men? I don't understand. How do you look chasing a grown? How do you look chasing a grown man? Like he don't want you. That's what you look like. How do you look walking across an entire restaurant, bar, or wherever you at to go tap a man on the shoulder? Excuse me, sir. I'm a Pygmisha. Pay attention to me. I need outside validation. I don't care if you're attracted to me or not. I'm going to sit here and talk to you. You know what he's going to do? He's going to say, well, maybe I could sleep with her. But she's not the one. I'm not going to cross the room for that. But I'll take it. Your value automatically goes way down if you walk across the room with go up to some man. Your value goes way down to him. Don't do it. If you see a man you like that you want, and he don't see a woman in that room that he likes and he's want, what you doing? I don't see any women in this room that I would like to approach. Here come you. Hi. I was watching you from over there like a stalker. My name is Pygmisha. How are you? I thought I'd come introduce myself because you are so cute and attractive. That, by the way, did I tell you that my name was Pygmisha? That's what y'all gonna look like? I know you didn't find me attractive enough to cross the room for you, but I went ahead and did it for you. Because I'm attracted to you. That's what it is. That's all you're gonna be doing. And I know many of you women are like, well, why can't we just take the initiative if we see something we like? Girl, if you like it, it don't like you. If you're more attracted to it than it's attracted to you, it ain't gonna work anyway. You see? Mm-hmm. Well, why can't I? Well, why can't I take the initiative? Why can't I be the one to approach? You can. You can do whatever you want. You can even be a pygmalion. It's a free country. Have fun. Mm-hmm. First argument y'all get into. Well, I never liked you and wanted you in the first place. You came up to me. I'm the prize in the relationship. You the one that crossed the room for me, ma'am. Why do you want me to pay your bills? You are the one that approached me. Thank you, Latrice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Best workouts to lose weight. I don't know, ma'am. Pickleball. Go to the gym. I'm not an exercise guru. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Eat less. Somebody told me it don't matter what workout you do. If you don't eat less, you ain't finna lose no type of weight. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Eat less. Eat less. Eat less. Eat less. You could work out an hour every day, sweating, but as soon as you get a giant plate of food, it just automatically wiped all of that hard work out. Believe me. And working out makes you even more hungry, so you're going to eat even more. So what I suggest is just eating less and just going for a little walk. Walk around the mall. Go window shopping. Walk outside in a park. Go, whatever you got to do. But eating less is what's going to help you lose weight, not working out. You can work out to tone your body, but you can't lose weight unless you cut calories. That's just literally it. That's the whole point of a lot of these semi-glutide medications. They make you crave less food and make you eat less. That's what's making you lose weight. You're just not eating. Like, I'm on tricepatide. I don't even wake up hungry, but I'll eat something. But I'm not hungry. I don't eat till I'm full, but I'll eat something. I don't even have to eat meat. Like, when you're on that stuff, you're not even hungry. You got to make yourself eat. You don't even crave anything. It's like, well, I guess I should eat. Oh, well, maybe I need to put something on my stomach. And the least amount that makes you feel like you're not hungry anymore, that's all you really eat. So it's literally a medication to not make you want to eat and to digest your food slowly so that it lasts, so you're not hungry in an hour from now. If you're going to do it the old-fashioned way, then you got to eat small meals, low in calories, several times a day. Everybody knows this. This is common sense. This is free online. I took a shortcut. Okay. I literally took a shortcut because I could afford to. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's all. But just cut calories because that's what makes you lose weight the fastest. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Before they had like these types of medication, the old-fashioned way, when I lost weight, I just stopped eating a lot. I had a certain amount of calories that I would eat for each meal, and that's all I was gonna have. Period. That was it. Okay, I grew up in the 90s, in the 80s, where everybody was, anorexic. They didn't have no plus size clothes in the regular store. When it was unhealthy in the 90s, everybody was trying to be skinny. They did not, like, if you went to the regular store, if you went to Target, Walmart, the mall, you couldn't find nothing past no size 12 or 14 back in them days. It wouldn't there. You'd have to go to the old lady plus size section where everybody got polka dots and stripes and zebra print mixed together on their outfits. So you didn't have a choice back then. Okay. Said small plate. Yes. Why some people why some men pick Misha to begin with, chased, stalked, and used that extra sad mind as well, have a nice little one. Okay. The reason why men pick Misha in the beginning is to boost their self-confidence, to get a woman to do whatever they want them to do. To pay for stuff, to build them up for the next woman. That's why they settle for pick Misha. They don't want pick Misha. Okay. Pick Misha is up in their face. Pick Misha is wanting and begging to be picked. They don't want her, but they'll take her. You know what I'm saying? Like when someone's offering you something, you may not want it, but you'll just take it. I mean, it's free, right? I guess I'll take it. It's free. It's not really my style. It's not really what I want, but since you're giving it away for free, I'll go ahead and take it. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's like, would you pass up a free car? Somebody said, okay, I know this is not your dream car. I know this is something you would never be seen in public driving, but damn, it's free. Would you like this free car? What are you going to say? Oh, no, thank you. I don't want a free car. I'll take it. I mean, I can find some way to use it. That's the equivalent of a pick me show. A free car you would never drive, but you'll take it because it's free. When people ask what kind of car you have, you be stuttering and trying to figure out what to say. Well, my dream car, you'll just automatically go to the dream car. Well, my dream car is this, and then I'm working on it. You're not going to say, oh, the current car that I have. It's something you wouldn't even buy for yourself. It's just something that was free. That's the equivalent of a pick Misha, a free car you wouldn't even be seen in public with. Okay. But it gets you from A to B and it's free. You'll take it. You can save your money to buy a better car, trade it in for a higher, better model that you would actually be proud to be seen in public with. Yes. That's the equivalent of a pick me show. Have a plan A and B. Provider man is catching on how to fix it. Okay. Start talking about something to distract him. Mm-hmm. Aunt Ethel, baby. Bring up Aunt Ethel. Bring up a fake emergency or something. Get them distracted. Mm-hmm. It's time for a distraction. You said you in a dream car. So, pick Misha's. You're the free car. not the preference. Shears, thanks to you, you married a provider and don't have to work. Okay, ma'am. And you 20. Okay, ma'am. Well, I'm glad you don't have to work. Sprinkle, sprinkle, save your money. Get his money, save yours. Save the money he's giving you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do I think AI will replace women and make it harder for women to become rich? No. Okay, because pygmishas will replace quality women, but they're still going after quality women. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I was asking about dates. Not about that. Okay. Do you ever have issues with loose excess skin from weight loss or pregnancy? What, girl? I've been big and small my entire life. Okay. I'm pretty much the same size as I was when I was 22, 22, 23. I'm the same size as I was then now. I've had 2 kids, gone through all this and that. Whatever my body looks like, it looked better than it did. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They've gotten better with having moisturizers, skin tightening lotions. Like if you got money, you can afford certain treatments and skin tightening lotions and all that kind of stuff. And also the certain types of diets that you eat and stuff like that. Like I'm plant-based. I eat a lot of plant-based foods. I have a lot of different skin tightening lotions. So I look better, in my opinion, than I did when I was 20 something. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Deep, I'm going to go car shopping and don't want to settle. Okay, ma'am, don't do it. Don't do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, because like when you're plant-based, and also I took what you call it, trizipatide. Trizipatide, those semaglutide medications, they de-bloat you. You're not holding on to excess water weight. So your body looks very different. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How long do you have to have talking stage before going out on a date? Once or twice, ma'am. If he ain't asking you out after the second or third time talking, he's wasting your time. You talk to him 1 or 2 times. If he ain't trying to meet up, take you out on a nice date, he's wasting your time. Especially if he's grown. If y'all are in high school, and stuff like that, yeah, he's probably going to talk maybe a week. But if he's a grown, able-bodied man, y'all pretty much don't do the talking phase. Y'all get straight to the date. Should you directly ask for money when he comes back, or should you reject him in the first try to let him try? Okay, you don't want to look like you're emotionally involved with him until he gives you money. So if you reject him when he comes back, he knows that he's hurt your feelings. You don't want that. When you see him, all you see is money. So you give him the opportunity to give you money first. Act like it's no big deal. Like, oh my gosh, where have you been? Oh my gosh. Well, do you want to see each other again? Sure. You know what? I've been wanting to go shopping. Why don't you meet me at such and such mall? I'm going to be there tomorrow. You just told him, even though you messed up, you ghosted, you circle him back around, bring your wallet. You don't care. You're not bothered. If he's here, he might as well be benefiting you, right? Stop being emotionally triggered and get financially motivated. Why do they get with a pygmy that does nothing but use the man? All they do is kiss his aid, this pygmy hybrid. Okay. Huh? Why do they get with the pygmy that does nothing but use the man? Okay. I just told y'all about the free car and the free food. Okay. I remember one time when I used to work at the funeral home, there was this guy, and his pygmalions would bring him food up to the funeral home in a Tupperware. I cooked this and I cooked a little extra for you. Okay. Even though he was trying to talk to me, he looked so embarrassed. Why is this pygmalion coming up to here bringing me food? I slept with you one time. Please leave me alone, Misha. Pygmalion. Okay. Can't you see me trying to talk to this woman standing next to me? Why are you bringing me plates of food? If I wanted you, I'd be with you. You're not my wife. You probably won't be my wife. This food probably got some stuff in it that you probably try to get me to fall in love with you. It ain't ever going to happen because look what you're doing. You're bringing me food. You're doing the most. You're doing the most effort. I'm the prize of this relationship, even though it's not even a relationship. Why are you being such a pygmalion? Dang, this woman standing right next to me is the type of woman I want. She don't even cook. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You see the example? No. Well, let me see what that is. Mm-hmm. But you know, when he's not standing next to you, he's on the phone talking up pygmalion. Would you cook today? Ooh, that sounds good. Why don't you bring me a plate? Okay, so he don't text her back for 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day. So she find out where he is. Because he probably told her, well, I'm going to be working, so I'm not going to be able to see you. She find out where he working and bring it up there anyway. He did not tell her to bring that food up there. She did her little research. We didn't have no Google Maps back then, so she had to like get on, find it, and write down the directions, left, right, left. Okay, turn on this street, turn on that piece. Come up to the funeral home. It's people in there grieving. Okay, this is a super pygmalion right here. There's people in there crying, grieving, going to say goodbye to their loved one. She gonna roll up in her little car, in her little ratchet outfit with a Tupperware, bring it up to this man who did not ask her to do it. Y'all see? This man is literally embarrassed because that's not the type of woman he wants. He wants the type of woman he's trying to holler at right now that don't cook. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, pygmalions are convenient and free. They're placeholders. They're what people do when they're bored. They're the situationships that they call at 12, 11, 1, 2 a.m. in the morning. They're, oh, I'm out of groceries. I don't feel like cooking. Pygmalion, bring me a plate. Your man is a provider and spoils you, and only problem is that he always shouts at me. What do I do? Make him stop. Ask him if he can say it louder. What? I can't hear you. Say it again. Oh, you don't have to yell. I can hear. Why are you so mad? Are you constipated? Would you like some Metamucil? Is there something you need to talk about? You know that they have that AI chatbot now. You could talk to AI. Get it off your chest. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so people pick niches because they're free and available. Okay. How to deal with boyfriend's possessive. I'll turn this light off. Possessive aggressiveness after you cheated. No sense. Girl, you didn't cheat then if you didn't sleep with him. It was 2 months ago and I made him believe, okay, I'm sorry, but he still gets upset. Okay. Well, tell him either get over it or get out. If you're you want a man to be obsessed with you, you got to be self-obsessed, which means you don't need them and you don't want them. They want you. If he's still treating you like that, you need to come straight up and go with it. You need to say this. First of all, why would you tell him that anyway? I don't understand why women would tell him. But if you told him, great. Either he gonna deal with it or he ain't. So either you accept it or you don't. What you gonna do? Can't change the past. Do y'all know how many pick-me-shas and women just accept the fact that that happened? And they say, okay, well, take me shopping, give me some money, put the down payment on the new house, the new car, whatever. Great. We're done. Because if you're they're attaching emotion to it. Stop attaching emotion to it and they won't either. You teach them how to treat you. Detach emotionally from when they get mad at you, and so will they. Act like it's no big deal, and they will start to see it as no big deal. Okay. It's like, well, what are you going to do about it? I can't change the past, so either you accept it or you don't. I'm tired of going over the same conversation. What do you want to do? Like, basically, I don't need you. Do what you got to do. Whatever. And when they see that it doesn't hurt you and that you don't care, they're going to want to possess you even more by not letting you go. And they're going to start bringing it up if it annoys you. If it's annoying to you, then they're going to fear you're going to go do it again. So either they got to get over it or live in fear. Become self-obsessed. If they really like you, they ain't going nowhere. Okay. Now, men that are listening to this, they don't have the slightest idea how much women put up with. A man cheats, it's expected for the woman to forgive them most of the time, right? But when a woman cheats or even lies about cheating and not really cheating, they can't handle it. They can't handle it. Oh, you're not supposed to do that to me. Well, sir, I value myself more than you, so I'm gonna do what I want. Just like most men value themselves more than they value their woman, so they do what they want. You need to be the same amount of obsessed with yourself as those types of guys. Sprinkle. And say, all right, bye. And you know what will happen when they leave? If they were obsessed with you, they're going to think the same thing about the next woman. They'll still be obsessed with you. Okay. What are your thoughts about your boyfriend is 31? He's a firefighter. I don't know how old you are and what type of lifestyle you want, but you said boyfriend, not husband. So have fun. Sprinkle. Okay. He was supposed to give you money. Now we are in a fight. What to do? Get money from the other one. You're always supposed to have a backup number 2, baby. What you doing? Let me help y'all out. If you're in a fight with someone and they're supposed to give you money, you're already supposed to have that money somewhere else by somebody else or yourself. That's just added bonuses. That's just shopping money. That's just throwaway money. You're never supposed to depend on somebody for money. That's just added money. That's purse money. You know what I'm saying? Because they can hold it over your head. That's why you're supposed to have more than one. You see? You can't be obsessed with yourself if you corner yourself and allow somebody to breadcrumb you. That's not self-obsession. They're never going to be obsessed over you if you're sitting there taking what they're dishing out because you're desperate. That's not obsessed energy, So you're not supposed to let nobody breadcrumb you. You're supposed to already have it or know how to get it and know where to get it same day. Okay, why do y'all only have one option but got 1,000 pairs of shoes? I got one option in a man. And when you go in your closet, you got several hundred of options. Do the same thing. with the guys. Okay, have more than one option. That way, if he's mad at you, you can say, "Oh well, you know what? I hope you get over it. I'll see you later," and go get what you need to go get elsewhere, or already have it. And then if he tries to apologize to you because you don't care, he's gonna have to pay anyway. So you're gonna get double. Oh, snooty booty, sprinkle, sprinkle. Are men into self-obsessed women because we're harder to please than most women, or simply because it feels like a challenge? Both. They're a little chase. They can't please you. They want to conquer you. If they can't do it, they're gonna keep trying. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. I used Kim and Kanye as an example. She was self-obsessed. He could never conquer her. Okay, somebody sent me a cash app. Hold on. What do you say when a man breadcrumbs you? Ask them if they really got it. Harm that ego. And he's okay. Stephanie says he's not approaching. How do I show him? Huh? We don't deal with men that don't approach us. They're not men, or they're not interested. So why waste time? Sorry, Stephanie. If they're not approaching, we don't bother with them. Okay, somebody said, what do you say or do when he breadcrumbs you? Say, well, if you don't have it all, don't worry about it. I'll get it somewhere else. If you're not able to do it, don't worry about it. I'll find another way. If you have to wait for your next check, then I really don't need to take things like this from you. Basically, you're broke and you're dusty, basically. Well, I have it. Well, you're not acting like it. I don't want to take from you if you're struggling. Well, I have money. I can do this here. I just want to see you. It's like, well, you know what? I literally needed that. I literally have stuff to do. I have stuff to take care of. I have deadlines. And you're sitting here breadcrumbing me when you could just literally put me on direct deposit. This is silly. Now every conversation we have is going to be about money. And it's not going to even get us closer together because I feel like you're doing this on purpose. So either put me on direct deposit so we can focus on our relationship instead of me having to meet you and tell you what I need, what I want, and me having deadlines and me being upset with you because you're not understanding that. That's basically it. I can't concentrate on even getting to know you if all I'm thinking about is if I'm going to be able to pay this on time or that time because you're going to show up and give it to me or not. I can't even focus on getting to know you. So put the money in the account automatically every month. So the next time we meet, we can focus on something else and talk about something else and have a better time. I mean, don't you want that? I don't want to sit here and talk about money every time I see you. Okay. Is that all you think you're worth? Flip the script, man. What to respond to a man who ghosted you for a few months and texted you, "How are you?" I would text him back some cash out. I'll tell you after you send me some money how I am. Sprinkle. I don't know. The day has just begun, and then send a cash out. I don't know how I'm doing yet. The day has just begun. Cash out for you. Sprinkle. Okay. Mm-hmm. You say you want to be on auto pay. I'm on auto pay for a lot of stuff. I got several businesses and streams of income. Okay. Well, what should men chase? Is it too selfish to admit to them that I like to be chased? No, ma'am, you're the woman. It's automatic. Oh, hailstorm, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to get your baby daddy to give you more money? Ask him. Say, well, if I can't get it from you, I got to go find it somewhere else. No, don't I? Sprinkle, sprinkle. They have audacity to screenshot to back it up. Screenshot what? He said, no, really, your Dusty won't stop having political debates with me. I need money. Okay, well, tell him you're going to go find somewhere else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, this Looty Booty, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to get on auto direct deposit if he's married? He can get another account somewhere else, man, without her knowing about it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he gets everything online, if he just gets a checking account with no debit card, or if he just gets a savings account with no debit card or whatever, he could do that online in a totally different bank account. Very easy. In a totally different bank. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or if you have PayPal, you can make a fake invoice and it'll look like he's paying a bill. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can put automatic payments on PayPal. You said writing that one down. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you gotta do. So, when you get a man obsessed with you and they're doing everything they need to do, wonderful. Don't steer away from the system, because let me tell y'all something. If you start being too nice, now listen carefully, because y'all need to know this part. Let's say he's obsessed with you. He's doing everything you got to do. You can't break the cycle. You can't break how you treat him. You can't stop. Okay. So be very, very, very aware. If he's used to being treated a certain way, if he's used to you never being satisfied, if he's used to keep trying and doing and giving and giving and giving, being obsessed with you, you can't start treating him nice. Not all the time. Once out of every 5 times. Okay. You can't. Let me tell you why. Very important. If you start treating him nice, what you're doing is telling him that he finally made it. He's finally gotten it. He's finally conquered you. He's going to want to celebrate somehow by pulling rank or flexing it somehow, some way. So you cannot do it. Okay? You can't do it. You got to stay about yourself. Okay? You can't be nice. Because they'll take your kindness for weakness. They'll take your niceness for submission. They will take all of that as their victory. So you cannot let up ever if you want them to stay obsessed. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you're worried about their happiness and their well-being, they're happy. Because each day you give them purpose to wake up and try again. Okay, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again. Leah, okay, she said, if you don't succeed, because I know you ain't, because I'm not going to be satisfied with nothing you finna do, but you can dust yourself off and try again and again and again and again. and again. As long as they have a purpose, as long as you acknowledge they're trying, that's all they need. That's all they need. Do not let up, or else. You're a real estate agent and newly divorced. Do you think you should still let people know what I do, even if it could lead to referrals? Or you let certain people know what you do, not all people. You got to keep stuff separate sometimes. So, don't tell everybody. Just tell people that you're not going to be super interested in. You know what I mean? So, if y'all ever seen the movie Dracula, and y'all see the relationship between Igor and Dracula, how he's Dracula's servant, how he's obsessed with Dracula, because Dracula promised him that he would give him some type of power, but he never did. So the whole time he was working in vain, but he stayed true. Is it Igor or Renfield? I don't know, whatever one. He said, Dracula's gonna make me this, and that if I become his servant. And he was literally obsessed with Dracula. But Dracula just said, okay, you stupid and dumb, do it. I ain't never gonna do none of that, but represent. He never could free him. He said, that's crazy, but effective. It sure is. Okay. So thank you, TL. Just showing love for all the gems you're dropping today. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you. Should you give him birthday gift? We are not together. Pygmisha, is that you, girl? Girl, what is he going to do when he opens it up? Thank you, Pygmisha. This is very nice of you. All right. No, you don't give them nothing, ma'am. Not a darn thing. You don't even say happy birthday. Y'all ain't together now. Who cares? Uh-oh, Natalie, thank you for a cash app. I appreciate you. You said I'm young. Okay, I'm sorry. You're young, but that's common sense. You ain't with nobody. Stop trying to be with them. Okay. I don't know who that was. Okay. I remember when I was young. When you're young, you have the highest hopes. You just want to be nice. You want to be a people pleaser. You want to seem like a good, nice person. All right. But would they do the same for you? Are they going to gift you on your birthday? Are they going to call you up or text you happy birthday? Are they going to even remember your birthday? No. Mm-mm. Let's see. So how do you make him obsessed? Oh, okay, you're late to the game, Vanessa. Okay, I'm gonna go over real quick before we gotta go. You have to be self-obsessed with yourself first. You can't be a pick-me-shit. So if you're obsessed with yourself, you don't care about them. You don't care about their feelings. You're obsessed with yourself. And if they can please you, if they can satisfy you, if they can try to satisfy you, if everything they do is subpar and you only give them, appreciation every fifth time they try to do something for you, you give them false hope and to keep trying. You are only about you. They got to like you a lot more, obviously. But when you become obsessed with yourself, you teach other people to become obsessed with you. You teach them that by how you treat yourself and how everyone else around you treats you. Because in their mind, when they get around you, they're looking, okay, she doesn't need me. She doesn't even really want me, but I want her. She's obsessed with herself. Oh my gosh. She has such high standards. I wonder if I could ever please her or satisfy her or treat, if she'll even allow me to, try, So you got to be way out of their league, of course. That's another one. So they're going to be obsessed with impressing you. And you don't act impressed every time they try to impress you. Maybe the fifth or fourth time. And that's it. And when they impress you, when they get it right, when they're thinking about how to get it right, when they're trying to figure out how to get it right, they're thinking about you. They're obsessing over you. When they do get it right, and when they're thinking about you, especially in the beginning of the obsession, it's literally releasing dopamine in their brain, and it becomes a drug on whether they get your approval, your attention. And if they already like you, and especially if they're attracted to you, you're creating that obsession naturally. Thank you, Catherine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're the best. Everything you say is true. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. So you got to start it from the very beginning, from the start. You can't be pick me shit on day one. You got to understand your role and what you're trying to do. Because think about this. You don't have to be Pick Misha. Pick Misha is free and available at any given time of the day. That's not what they want. That's what they can get for free. All right. They're the water fountain. You are the Fiji water or the Voss water. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't want to walk around the club with a plastic cup from the water fountain or from the bar. They want the Voss bottle. Pick Misha is free water, unfiltered. Sure, I'm married and looking to date outside and freestyle, but my rings scare men off. Your rings scare men away to approach me. Should I take it off or lie to be a friend? Men don't care about that ring. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, if you're gonna take your ring off to attract a man, here's my thing. If that man really wants you, he don't care about that ring, baby. When a man sees a married woman that he wants, this work for me. She's not looking for marriage. Neither am I. Leave it on. You'll do a lot better. Sprinkle. Don't look like somebody's wife. Look like a wife. Let me repeat that because some of y'all didn't hear me. Do y'all know the difference between looking like a wife and the difference between looking like somebody's wife? If y'all need me to break it down, let me know. Okay. Y'all understand? I ain't got to break it down. Okay. Somebody's wife look like they're somebody's wife. Like they live for them. They live to wash dishes, cook food, clean. Maybe they get a little time for themselves. They go out. They got on a ring. But a wife who's self-obsessed with herself, that's what a lot of men are attracted to. Okay. They already know. Okay. There you go. If someone says they look worn. Yeah. Look fresh. Look kept. Look self-obsessed, self-absorbed. Mm-hmm. 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 There you go. Thank you for breaking it down. You're welcome. Wow, the dusty couple. Oh, the dusty people are in here. Okay, well, anyway, I'm not going to be on here too much longer. But what I got to tell y'all, you can't be a pick-me-shit and expect somebody to be obsessed over you. It doesn't work that way. Thank you for being a new member. Thank you, ABC23. What? Now, I don't know, because, I'm from the South. I don't know. I'm from Texas, okay? Southern people, and especially Texans, already kind of conceited. All right? But your confidence level needs to be super high if you want someone to be obsessed over you. Mm-hmm. So basically, self-obsession, they will treat you like you treat yourself and be impressed every fourth or fifth time, right? Yes. And don't be nice to them. Encourage them to try, not to succeed. And every fifth time, surprise them by letting them know they succeeded. It's unexpected. They have false hope. They're going to keep trying because they know trying to impress you is what impresses you. And when they finally do something right, even if it's right or wrong, you just pick the time. It doesn't even matter. They get that extreme sense of self-gratification, dopamine, and like they really got a chance with you. Or they're really pleasing you, and you're they did something right. But you cannot be nice to them all the time. You got to keep that cycle going. If you break the cycle, you lose. All right? Get them right back on the cycle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you was going to say. Holy, okay, yeah. Black cat energy, exactly. How to get super high confidence level? Look good. Look good, look better than whoever you're dealing with. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Think about this. If you're a beautiful woman, now, not all women are going to be the same amount of beautiful, okay? Everybody look different. Everybody got different tastes. But whatever type of man you're dealing with, as long as you are out of his league, that's all that matters. Understand? So you can have a supermodel over here who's a perfect 10, but you might be getting better treatment from your man because the person you're dealing with is you're way out of their league. You see the difference? She might be dealing with somebody her same age, who may be in her league, who may be slightly out of her league, and she's gonna have to work harder for it. He might not ever be obsessed with her because he got too many options. But if she was way out of his league and he liked her way more, if she understood that dynamic and she was self-obsessed with herself and treated him a certain way, he's gonna go with it. If that's the type of woman he wants to be seen out in public with. Mm-hmm. Just think about this. If you are way out of someone's league, they're going to work harder to keep you and please you. They're going to keep thinking about how they can keep you, because you're out of their league. They're not even supposed to have you. You're the impossible. Okay? That's how you get them obsessed. You got to be out their league. So, how to become self-obsessed? Wake up every morning and work on it. Wake up every morning, Get up, put on makeup, do your hair, put on a cute outfit to where everything you wear you like, everything you do you like about yourself. Be excited about what you're doing, where you're going every day. Be excited about what you do. Focus on you, priority on you. If you have kids, prioritize your kids, of course, but everything else is you. If y'all came late, I said the perfect example of this type of woman is literally Kim Kardashian. She is self-obsessed, self-absorbed, all about herself, doing what she got to do. She don't care about what you think. She don't care about what Kanye doing, what he was doing, what he is doing. She just don't care. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Self-obsessed. Self-obsessed. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. You threw a plate in anger. Oh my gosh. Can you still make him obsessed? How do I get the girl? Are you married to him or just dating him? Or do y'all even have a title in the relationship? Thank you, KK Sprinkle Sprinkle. Testing your super chat. It's not working. It's working. Look, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay. So maybe you can't use certain words or you can't fit everything in a certain way. You got to pay more to do more words, I think. But if you're in a relationship with somebody and you threw a plate, did you hit them? Or did you just throw it on the ground? Was it a nice plate? Was it your plate? Was it his plate? I don't know. Was it fine china? What I need the anyway. Okay, so you can clean it up by lying. You could say, you know what? I asked Chat AI bot therapist thing, what should I do when I get angry? And they suggested this place where you throw plates and use sledgehammers to bash toilets. And when I thought about it, how angry I was, I just grabbed that plate and hit it. I blame Chat AI. I don't know. At least I didn't hit you. He said he will not look at you the same. It just depends on what level of the relationship you were in. If you were in a real relationship, that's not a big deal. If you're just starting to date, that's a red flag. So, I don't know. He said, don't spill anything around rich people. They hate it. Yeah, because it means you're clumsy, nervous, careless. Mm-hmm. He said it shattered into many pieces. He cleaned them and mopped the floor. Girl, he got OCD or something. Okay, well, it was a good sign that he cleaned it up and mopped and stuff. That's a good sign. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do you think he was cleaning up so adamantly? I'm gonna let y'all think for a second. I don't know the status of y'all's relationship, but why do you think he cleaned up so well? Could go either way. Why did he clean up so meticulously? Your boss left you suddenly after new joinee, more pretty, joined the company. Now I left job and feel like a complete loser. Sorry, sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't date the boss unless he's the owner. And you can stay home and not even work. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You know that's the game. Date the owner next. Date his boss. Provider's definition is just need one person to level you up, but he doesn't want me going on girls' trips. So go on family trips. Sorry. You don't have to know it's a girl trip. Go on Aunt Ethel's funeral. Fake Aunt Ethel. Go on a church vacation. Go to visit one of your family members. What are you talking about girls' trip for? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's my cousin. Yes, we all went to the fake Aunt Ethel's funeral. Where does Aunt Ethel live? Miami. You didn't know? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You're worried you're cleaning too much at nanny job, then stop cleaning. You ain't the maid, are you? You're supposed to take care of them kids, right? You clean up after them kids and that's it. What type of man should you be dating at a 20-year-old in college? Somebody that can afford whatever you need them to afford? Someone that can benefit you in some sort of way? Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, what time is it? Okay, so we were talking about the plate lady. I don't know. You didn't give me too many details, so I can't really break it down to you like I wanted to. So you didn't tell me the status of your relationship. You didn't tell me if you lived with him or not. You didn't tell me none of these things. So I don't know if you're doing red flag or you breaking dishes in your own house. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, Shira, the original one, you really started a movement by just being you. Many of them won't give you credit, but you couldn't care less, and that's why I love you. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle, ma'am. Uh-huh. Thank you, ma'am. I don't see people as copying me. I see them as my minion, spreading the gospel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, your bills don't have an age preference, so why should I? I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, I'm late to the chat. How do we get him obsessed? Girl, you got to be self-obsessed yourself. All right, I'm just going to break it down real quick. Kim Kardashian and Kanye. That woman is more obsessed with herself than she is with anything in this world. And so Kanye was also obsessed with her. But she was more obsessed with her, and he was more obsessed with her. That's why he ended up how he ended up. If you want a man to obsess over you, you got to be more obsessed over yourself. Everything they do got to be extra grand. Every time they try to please you, you just have to be satisfied mediocre with their mediocrity, even if it was great. Then you got to be like, oh, well, you tried. Oh, well, maybe better luck next time. Then one time out of every 5 times, you act like they got it right. Oh, great. Oh, my gosh, I'm so impressed. And they got to try again and again and again. Oh, I'm so glad that you're trying. Make it all about you. They become obsessed with you. If you're obsessed with you and everybody around you treats you like you treat yourself, men naturally want to dominate and conquer a woman when they can't do it. They start to self-destruct, or they continue to be obsessed. If you're too nice to them, they'll think that they've conquered you and start acting stupid. So you have to put them right back in their place. So you cannot allow them to step out of that place, because this is what happened when the man obsession with the woman and the woman is unbothered and he can't conquer her, they will start to self-destruct, thinking the woman will finally find love or pity for them, which they won't, because if you're self-obsessed, you won't. Because if you're self-obsessed, you already know that game, and you know the game that they're playing, to try to find self-pity, to try to create self-sabotage so that you can find pity in them and start to feel or love for them the way that they want you to. And then they want to flip the script on you to make you feel like you're obsessed with them and you're emotionally attached to them. But if you know the game, you never fall for that okie doke. So the man in that type of situation will try to self-destruct, try to get attention, try to do this, try to do that, because they're still obsessed. The key to keeping a man obsessed is to be out of their league and not care. Allow them to keep trying, but never be fully satisfied, ever. KK, sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, you should plan a girls trip with members only, not. Thank you, KK, sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl. Can't y'all tell that I'm not the type of person that would plan a girls trip? Y'all should know me well enough by now. I'm here to give you the knowledge and the information. Y'all go take it and apply it. If I ever do something, I will let you know, but it will not be no girls trip. Sprinkle. Okay, but thanks for the suggestion. Maybe if I was about 20 years younger. All right. Okay, sprinkle. How can you reverse that? Reverse what? Being too nice? Be me. Mm-hmm. Okay, listen to me. Let me tell y'all a secret. Other than a man being obsessed with a woman, who else are men obsessed with in their life? What other problem do we have when we see relationships with men? Let's break it down psychologically. Their mothers, exactly. When you're a child, you're a son, is your mother ever fully satisfied with you? Is she always correcting you? Is she always encouraging you to move forward, to get it right, to do better? Is she going to tell you when you're doing wrong? Is she going to have an attitude sometimes? Even though she has all those things, do you feel that men deep down inside know that mother loves you? Yes, they do. What type of approval do men seek the most in this world? Approval from mother. All you got to do is translate that into your relationship, and they will become obsessed with you. You don't do the same things that a mother would do, but you use the dynamic, the power dynamic. Okay. You said these men hate their own mother because they can't please them. So what do? They find a woman just like her and see if they can please her, because by pleasing her, they please the mother. You see? So that's why I say let them feel like they've been successful every fourth or fifth time and that there's hope. You don't have to be a motherly type. You have to have the dynamic, the power dynamic. So if you psychologically know that a man wants to, make sure his mother is proud of him, you take that dynamic by making him obsessed. Mother is obsessed with herself, not him. Mother is obsessed with him being correct. Mother is obsessed with him having manners. Mother is obsessed with him doing things right. Mother is obsessed with him becoming successful. You see? Thank you, Casey. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There's a woman who's having a relationship with your husband. She watches your stories every day and copies me. He's my provider. We have little ones. Okay. We'll talk to your husband about it, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What you telling me for? Why are you want me to tell you what to tell him? Tell him the type of diamond you want, the upgrade on your wedding ring, the upgrade on your car, the upgrade on your home, what private schools you want to send your little ones to. You tell them all of those things. Okay? You already know people going to cheat, broke or rich. Just make sure you're getting what you need out of the situation. And cut him off in the bedroom if you think he's messing around. Thank you, Unity, for being a new member. Spring. Thank you, girl. But yeah, Casey, get your money. Okay. Remember, if you spending his money, he can't spend it on no wedding. All right. Or what were we saying? Okay. Yeah, we were breaking down the psychology of a mother. So anyway, yeah. If you want a man obsessed with you, you got to have the power dynamic of his mother, which means you hold the keys to his approval and happiness. He gets an A for effort, but he doesn't get rewarded. You see, you are pleased that he tried, but he did not succeed. Only every fifth time will you allow him to succeed in his mind so that he can have hope to keep going and to keep pleasing you. And every day he's going to keep thinking how he can do it. That makes him obsessed. Okay, that's all. By saying things like what? Like, oh, well, thanks for trying. Oh, well, maybe next time you'll get it right. This is wrong. Oh, well, thanks for bringing me lunch today. That was very nice of you, but I don't eat such and such. Oh, this is a beautiful necklace, something my grandma would love. Then on the fifth time, oh my gosh, it's perfect. Oh my gosh, you really listen. I love it. Thank you so much. Ooh, you're so sweet. Oh my gosh, look, everybody, look at this necklace. Then the next time, oh, you know what? This is not really my style, but it's so sweet. Oh, thank you for dinner. That was so nice of you. But I think my stomach hurts now. I don't think the food agreed with me. Stuff like that. Do I want to go? Do I want to meet your family? Oh, not yet. Oh, what? No, I don't want to go there. Oh my gosh, you got tickets to the Beyonce concert? Yay, you're so nice. Thank you. Do you want to come too? Oh, you want me and you to go. Okay. Oh, he got me Beyonce tickets. All right. So every fifth time you celebrate him, every other time he tried. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. So if you think about it, that's what men do. That's why so many pick-me-shoes out there are obsessed over these dusties. But you got to be self-obsessed with yourself if you want, especially a man with money, to be obsessed over you. Thank you, Nina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can be too nice, so let me do it here instead. These dudes, thank you, Sherry. Yeah. Don't be too nice. Men don't respect nice. Men don't even like nice women. Do y'all need me to explain to you why men don't like nice women? Because y'all sitting up here doing too much. Do y'all want me to tell you why men don't like nice women? Let me tell y'all. Niceness means stupid. All right. They see you when you're too nice, they see you as dumb and stupid. Not in a good way either, but the dumbest way possible. Okay. That's why they don't like nice women, because they don't want to procreate with you, your stupid self. Like literally, their DNA gets turned off by nice women. All they want to do is use you because you're allowing them to, because you're so stupid. So that's your punishment for being that dumb. That's how men think. You are so nice. You are so stupid. I'm going to take advantage of you just to teach you a lesson, big Johnny. That's why men don't like nice women. Because let me tell you, all these women who are doing too much and being too nice and doing it, you know what they're doing the whole time? Expecting the same in return. And a man does not think himself stupid, man. A man will never deem himself stupid. So he's not going to do the same for you. He'll do enough for you to keep you stupid, but he's not going to do what you're doing for him, especially if you're too nice. So nice means stupid. And some men even think that they're doing you a favor by teaching you that lesson. Dang, you stupid. Let me gotta teach you a lesson so this don't happen to you again in the future. Now let me tell you why some women think, oh, if I just be nice, if I just be nice. Now, if you just be stupid, people are gonna see you as stupid. That's all. Should you entertain potential providers while in a relationship? I don't want to be mean. Potential providers while in, are you married? You're single till you're married. You should be dating several people. I don't know, do you live with this person? Is this person paying bills? You should be multitasking and multi-dating. If the answer is no, he ain't paying bills, no, he ain't got no ring on it, no, y'all don't live together. If you do live together, he don't got no ring on it, he ain't paying bills, that's your roommate, that's not your man. So if you're in a relationship with a provider, does he plan to marry you and take you off the market? Do you still work? Do you still clock in? Weigh all those options out and do what's best for you. Remember, you're self-obsessed. That's how you get men obsessed with you. May the best man win. How to move a toxic girlfriend who just figure out she is your enemy and copy you, but do not make it so obvious. Girl, I don't care what people, you shouldn't care what people are doing. Just distance yourself from them and find somebody that's beneficial to hang around with. Okay. That's literally it. If you can't benefit from them, then, why are you wasting your time? They got chat AI robots to talk to now. You ain't got to hang out with somebody who's not beneficial to you. All right, thank you. Just be like, I'm busy, I can't hang out today. Goodbye. She'll get the picture. Okay, let me see. All right. So time is it? Gotta go in a few minutes. Yeah, nice women finish last because men see them as stupid. So don't be nice. Now, if you're trying to play dumb, that's when you play nice. Nice, nasty. All right. That's why it's so easy to fool men. Because first of all, they automatically think women are dumb. Second of all, they think you're stupid if you're nice. That way, you know, like you can get whatever you want if you play dumb and stupid. But once you get them obsessed, you have to be mean. Okay. All right. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you've been nice today, though. Yeah, Dusty's was trying to sit back and take notes. They weren't being too evil. All right. What about sweet versus nice? I'm going to tell you, if I were a man, I don't want sweet. That's somebody's grandma that's sweet. You could be a sweet old lady. The freak is sweet. Oh, she's so sweet. Oh, this sweet old lady. Men are primal creatures. Why do they want sweet? The only time people want sweet is if they want to dominate over them and rule over them. Okay? And abuse them. It's the only time a man wants a sweet woman. Someone that's going to play the victim. Think about Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf. No one wants a sweet woman for real unless they want to rule and dominate over them or they want a victim. What are the top 3 things I can do to make me like man obsessed? Please help. Be obsessed with yourself. Don't care about their feelings. Only reward them every 5th time when they get something right. And always make them think that trying is what makes you happy. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's literally it. And you got to look good and be way out their league. All right. KC, okay? That's all you got to do. So, yeah, men don't like sweet women unless they plan on taking advantage of it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said, I'm crying. Why are you crying? He told me I was combative. How should I take that? It's like, I'm not combative. You're just unable to please me. Do better. Put them back in their place. What are the signs that he's obsessed? He's paying everything and he'll do whatever you need him to do. That's the sign, baby. What to do when provider man's mother relatives think that's their mom interfering? What do you do when provider man's mother relatives thinks that's their man and interfering? To put them back in their place, man. Just like, okay, let me tell y'all something. A self-absorbed woman don't care about what other people think of her. If somebody is interfering in your relationship and you rule your own life, you don't let them interfere with it, or you give them an ultimatum. So, for example, if your man is allowing someone to interfere in the relationship, you tell him. Every time they come to you, refer them back to the other person. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Always refer them to the other person. Hey, would you cook today? I don't know. Ask your mom. Oh, hey, what time are you coming home? I don't know. Why don't you call your mom? Hey, are you going to be, what are you doing? Why aren't, I don't know. Have you talked to your mom today? Always refer them back to the problem. They will fix it themselves. They will say, well, I'm not talking about my mom. I'm talking about you. Oh, really? Oh, you're focused on me now. Okay. Wonderful. Been waiting for you. Welcome. Well, my mom thinks this. Well, I'm sure she does. Well, why don't you tell her I said hi, hello, I gotta go. Click. Well, my mom said that. Well, I don't care. When are you coming home? I don't know. Go call your mom and ask her. She seems to know everything. Maybe she'll know what time I'll be home today. That's how you do it. You have to train them to understand. Then the next time they call you, they're going to consciously focus on you, not talk about them. And the next time there's an issue, they're going to try to solve it without the interference. They're going to back the mom up because they see it's not getting them anywhere. And that you don't care and you're not getting ready to compete. You don't compete. You just let them have it. You go do something else. How to be mean? Be mean. Don't take what you don't want. Dismiss it. Tell them to do better. I don't know. What pick mean or realize that you are never what he wanted? Yeah. What if he shares a specific budget with you? I'm not on no budget, baby. Yeah, what is that? The numbers are too low. Try again. That's kind of a turn off. I don't want to check no bank account and budget every time I need to go do something. Goodbye. Have enough money to have the type of woman I am. That's all that needs to be known. Get out of here. That. You ain't got it. You ain't got me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What's this budget thing? I don't know what this is. You can only spend this much money a day. Okay, let me add it up for the month and see if I can work with that number. No, that's not going to work. Try again. You said if he is too inconsistent, then deal with another one. Do a whole lesson on how to be mean. Okay, maybe that'll be my next topic, okay? We'll talk about that. You're upset he ghosted you, so you texted him, making something up saying if you're getting this, disregard this number, it's converting for business only. Then I blocked him. Girl, still wrong. But thank you. You're not supposed to care enough to care that he ghosted you. You're self-obsessed. You haven't even noticed. Remember? He wins because you texted him. You lost that game, baby. Let me tell you something. If he would have came back around and you would have told him, oh, hey, how you been? Da, 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 and he asked to see you again. And then you said, oh, you know what? If you want to see me, why don't you come take me shopping? You would have won then. But to be ghosted, wait, then text some silly message because you try to see what he's going to say, you lost. You like him more because he told you, he ghosted you, he took his attention away, and now he's got you to chase somehow, some way. You took the bait. Okay, you used to be so self-obsessed with yourself you didn't even notice he ghosted you, and you got a roster and you just rotated it. Okay, don't let them win. You're obsessed with yourself, not him. If you know, don't do that again. Yeah, I know that's why you texted him that, but you still texted. That means you are looking for him to respond. You had to text first, even if it was a fake out text. It means you're emotionally attached to him and he wasn't emotionally attached to you. That means he put the bait out there for you to chase him, and you still chased him. Even though you were disguising it, you still were emotionally pulled in. And that's not the goals. So the goal is to not even care or notice and already have somebody to replace them on the roster. Keep going. When he comes back around, which he will, get him to pay for his re-entry fee or take you shopping. Okay. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We don't get emotionally triggered by these men, because then that means we're emotionally attached to them when we should be obsessed with ourselves. That's the only way you ever gonna get a man to obsess over you. It's to not even care. Okay. You're married. I gotta go. Desires you. He wants your proposed 8 years ago, but is hiding something. Stole. Girl, I can't understand this. Okay, ma'am, just get his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know what you just asked, but if you've been waiting all these years, then you need to be collecting money along the way. Okay. You should have a whole savings account filled with the money if you've been waiting this long. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. I'm going to see y'all later. I do have to go. Do better, ladies. Stop being pygmishas. If you want a man to be obsessed with you, you got to be obsessed with yourself first and foremost. And they have to understand how the game works by how you treat yourself. That's how they're going to treat you. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And listen to this added bonus. Men are naturally attracted to self-obsessed women. So there you go. I'll see y'all later. Sprinkle, sprinkle.